Is it safe? Is it secret? Is it secret? Is it safe?
It is. I'm just a speedy troll.
Are you Juice X?
Mm-hmm.
He juices for sure. Look at that forehead. You don't get a forehead that size without juicing.
There you go.
Anything.
I get everybody with buffs once we get in. I'm out of mana completely, but you know.
Word.
Life of a shaman.
Second floor, you think?
If we can do it, absolutely. I'm down for it, or at least to try.
I got a key.
So do I.
I do not.
Let's get grouped up though. Who's got the
Oh,
team?
that's me.
Get off of Packham's corpse, you wimpy skeleton. That's not yours.
Can't believe I'm back to looking at the med book.
The book again, right?
What pet should I pull up?
For this,
Air.
water probably.
Water?
Water's the backstabber. I don't know if it backstabs at your level, but
It doesn't backstab at his level, but it's tanky. But it also has a direct damage, the same amount of damage as your fire pet.
Yeah,
The only
that's what
difference is it doesn't have a damage shield.
That's what I thought. I was reading about that.
can a dude get an invite
I tossed you one.
or a lady? No, I don't have one.
Are you
Oh.
sure?
Says you were considered joining another group. It says you're already in a group.
Some other dude invited me. Go ahead and toss me an invite.
Yellow to me. That's good.
Chili
Oh,
dog.
is that a-
I'm not into it, chili dog. That's who invited me. He wanted to give me a chili dog, and I'm like, nah. You don't know me. I'm a big ugly dude behind the keyboard.
Does he want to join us? I mean, he's blue to me.
I guess he does. Shoot him an invite. What the heck?
Alright, I'm gonna link this video for you guys.
I bring the big deeps.
The my ex ask like x axis, I can't even say it.
You
Like
can't.
X axis, his name is X ask is or something like that. It's so weird.
That's not weird.
Okay, here we go. 32 So Tiger actually said 32 necro and climbing. Maybe I can get an assist with someone to camp in a stone next week or
That was a
early
while
January.
ago. That was well before the
Yeah.
Road Apocalypse 2019.
Rogue Apocalypse. Who's chill dog?
Chili dog. He's just a guy.
Hey, we just got the guy.
I guess it would be chill dog, but I saw it as chili dog because, you know, why not?
I saw it
I
as
saw it as
chili
chili
dog.
dog.
We're just a bunch of fat kids, aren't we?
I don't know what
Chili
you
dog
were
too.
playing, sir.
I figured the guy just like
I
chili
guess
dog.
I did know what you were playing, but hey, you know
I
what?
don't know. I mean, maybe he was going for chill instead. Like, oh, chill, dog, chill.
But I read it as chili dog, so I know where.
Was that one guy on American Idol that used to call everybody dog?
Oh, Randy Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, dog, man, dog. I'm like,
It's
what?
not working for me, dog. It's not working for me, dog.
Like, I call people man or dude every once in a while, but that guy used dog like every other word.
He did. He's just a.
From Patrol.
It's just a patrol.
That stupid song is stuck in my freaking head.
Watch the video. I'll find the point in which I start singing it.
Oh yeah, getting that pet dead already. That's what's up. Go Bard Tank. Yay, Bard Tank. You guys want to move in?
Yeah, if you're ready.
Yeah, come on. Someone needs to communicate with the chili dog.
Oh, I'm sure you figured out when we all move in together.
Yeah, he's in here. Everybody behind the door. Emo, get in. He's got.
He's right behind the ogre. Troll.
I can't see behind the front patrol.
Green and slow. Green and slow.
Green is slow. Green is slow.
We just gonna sit here.
No, come on into the big room.
On the left or the right?
To the
Right
left.
here.
Have you given out AC buffs yet, Cypher?
He's watching Front Patrol.
If you get a rusty weapon, toss it to my pet.
I got stuff sync for the party. Because I'm here. Oh, we gotta pop up the door.
Mm-hmm. It's dead already.
May as well have fun. Hey, what are you doing? Skeleton?
Okay.
You got any buffs on you, Flip?
I have. I've got rabies on.
Yeah, I gave him my bus.
I have center and rabies.
Can I get a AC buff when you get a chance, Cypher?
I would like one too.
You're killing me with it.
I'll put on Cure Disease here in a second.
Yeah, you're fine.
I have cure disease. Do you have cure? You have disease?
I do. I have rabies. I'm a rabbit bard. Don't you see the foam coming out of my ears?
I am at
Does anyone need food or
20
drink or
mana.
anything?
I am at 0 of the manas.
Bandages?
Meditation button pressed.
Oh, no, bandages.
Yeah, I should have picked up food and water while I was back in town, but yeah, if you got some extra.
I do.
I can summon some because I'm a mage.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll take some of that.
Hold up. Hop up. Mr. Front Patrol.
3:14.
Your favorite kind of food too. I got you some meat.
There you go. So if you guys want to watch that, the song, I posted the video and the time is 3:15 or 3:14.
Let's see how bad this looks down on second. I guess
Read
I
it slow.
should- the only mob up is a red dreadbone. ACD will
Okay.
assist me in con it.
Hey,
Sure, I'll try that one.
Crap. Train coming.
It's yellow. It's yellow.
coming.
That's
Not me.
3.
That's not me.
Yeah, let's
Someone
back
else
up in the corner, guys. Back up in the corner.
Yep, I think I don't know if I caught aggro, but I'm the heck out of the way.
That's all. We're gonna have to take all 3 of those. Unless you guys come over here into this room.
chasing them?
Come over here into this room.
okay, let's move to the other room.
Across the hall into the door.
Do
into the
not
door.
fall in that hole. That there is a hole. The green.
Is Chili Dog over here? Somebody tell Chili Dog. And
He's coming.
is this pet coming?
Yep.
Yeah. Close that door.
Everybody be quiet.
They don't know we're
Everybody.
here. They can't see us.
They don't know we're here.
We'll see if we got aggro on it. They might all come barreling through that door in a second.
I heard him like sloshing back.
As I'm standing here singing the song. La-da-da-da.
Yeah, that mob was only yellow to me, so we might be able to do it if Cypher has mana for heals.
Yeah, let me actually sit down for that. This is actually a better room to camp in.
And click
Anyway.
the med button.
What's
yeah,
up?
I'm clicking it now. I wasn't even sitting. So it goes. I'm on front patrol, green and slow. All I want to do is get magic power. I'm big stick. Oh, I'm killing, slamming, big stick bashing. The skill is gonna die.
Oh my god.
Just watch it. Just watch it. It's
You're too much, dude. You're funny.
well, not only that. Not
Appreciate it,
only
man.
that. I also had a warrior. A
Where
warrior
did you put it at?
quest.
Oh, green chat?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. 314.
It should be safe for you to pull now. Let me give you Endure Disease real quick.
Oh, good sakes, all the snakes gonna fry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lyrical genius, buddy. Lyrical
Hey,
genius.
you know?
I like it. Okay. Boop-de-boo. See if those mobs went back. I don't have LOL. I get LOL next level, so and I don't have it on me. Gosh dang it.
Fail.
I know. Fail Bard. Alright, incoming a red one. It's gonna wreck my face.
I also have another one that I wrote a song for. It's about the Orc Pawn quest for Warriors.
Where'd the mob go?
It's over
It's
here.
right here.
Yeah, there it is. He went behind the fat troll. No, Crumpy troll.
Green and slow.
I mean, you could probably tank these, to be honest.
Skelly's gonna die.
Got those songs twisted. Look at that business. Yeah. Go Bardy Bard. I'm twisting myself hasting with it, but that's okay.
Slow almost lasted the entire fight on that one.
Oh, you're slow tanking?
Well, it was for that one because that one was yellow.
I like it. Yeah, on the hard one. slow
Oh
tank.
my god. Oh my god, I forgot about this.
I see what you mean about meditate though, Cypher. At this low level with like almost no mana, it just looks
Yeah.
like it's just, powering through those bubbles.
Flying.
Yeah.
Then you cast a spell and you lose like 2.
Super.
2 bubbles. You just lose like half of it.
Alright, I can't pull these. It's going to be too many. See if I can find something in another room here. That's a lesser.
How many mobs?
A Necro Acolyte, his pet, and
Okay,
an
I got another
Ice
song for you
skeleton.
guys.
I still gotta watch this first one.
I don't know.
Alright,
That might be too many for us.
I got 2 mummies. I don't know what level they are.
2 mummies might be okay. I bring them in. We'll try them out.
2.
Alright. You have your undeads loaded? Well, you got to heal anyway, so never mind.
209.
I don't know what these con. Ow.
Red.
They hit for
They
30.
call
The
him
red.
hurt.
The red.
They calling you dead.
Yeah,
They
should we
call-
go?
Zone it.
Come
Run
on,
it.
you run.
Run it.
Yeah,
I'm,
run.
I'm stuck in the hole.
Okay.
Somebody with the key
get
open the
that
door.
Oh,
Go
you
back.
left us.
No. Somebody close the door.
There you go,
I
fat.
don't have a key.
I'm stuck behind the door.
Okay, now I'm getting.
We're okay. We're okay.
All right, Pack's good. You good?
I'm just a dead bard. Yep, I'm dead. Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog.
I made it.
You died?
Yep, at the door.
I saw you with health still. Were you opening and closing the door?
No, the rogue
I
was.
died to the zone.
Oh, when I zoned you had 20% health still.
No, sir, I did not.
I am looking at my frozen screen right.
Yeah, so you zoned and I had 20% health, right? So what happens when everybody zones and the percent health
Oh,
gets
why
left
didn't you
behind?
zone first?
I was behind you guys. That would be why, sir.
I thought you were the first one out.
Nah, he was most likely gonna die because he pulled all that and he had aggro on everything except for one. I managed to grab one off of you.
You slowed one and it pulled off, but as soon as the other one got me low health, the other one was like, fresh meat. Or whatever zombie mummies sound like.
You mean like Cookie Monster? Cookies.
It was like Cookie Monster and Yoda together.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit Yoda.
Gotta resummon my pet.
To do or not to do cookies, baby.
To eat or not to eat? Question is what?
Cookie.
Oh my god. This other song. It's a mortar. It's a dork in a mortar.
I don't know. Maybe stay on the top floor. It seems like it might be a little bit too much down there.
Until I get caught up to you guys a few more levels, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the orc killing montage. I remember that one in Cypher. That was funny.
Yeah.
I've watched every one of your guys' crazy videos. Not yours, AC.
Just
You
too many.
You cranked out way too many, dude.
Well, I've been downloading all of them and putting them on a hard drive just in case that whole Kappa thing just destroys my channel. And it's taken me 4 days just to download all the Cleric playlist.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, there's like 600 and something in that playlist. I thought there was more than that, but it's kind of easy.
Dude,
to
I
get
was
confused.
trying to keep up. Like I was trying to watch them and keep up, but like then you started like releasing them once a day, and they were like 8-hour videos. Okay, I can't watch them all.
I still have 2 4-terabyte hard drives with videos I have not edited at all and have not been uploaded. So
Oh my God.
there's even more.
Well, when you stop doing like the specific YouTube cuts and just posting the whole stream, that's when I got kind of like lost and I couldn't keep up.
Well, I couldn't keep up with it. That's why I just started posting. I was like, I can't.
I know.
The editing process, and then I'm not home enough anymore. I'm working too much.
Mm-hmm. No, I know, and that's when it was like, all right, I can't watch. But like Cyphers, I can watch
I'm
all.
gonna grab a
'cause
drink. Be right back.
He doesn't have a whole lot of them that come out, so.
Yeah, I'm a slub hug.
Oh, it's good. I don't mind it.
It's
Like,
like
it was-
Super Bits and Bob, man. When he comes out with one, I'm able to see his.
Exactly. It was AC, Cypher, Thoom, Superbits, and Dalen that I would watch, and Nonal. I would watch them anytime a new one came out, and then I couldn't keep up with ACs, but I still watched the other guys. Except Thoom. Poor Thoom.
Yeah, he was never truly happy with his videos. He would go back and delete them. Like, he always wanted the sound quality to be better and, all these things.
Are you killing the... Which one are you killing?
The pet. The hardest one.
Oh, okay, well...
I
am.
But I mean, I loved his Walking Dead playthrough and his South Park Fractured Butthole playthrough. That was fun to watch.
Those are good games. I just, once you play the first one, the second one is pretty much identical.
You're right, exactly.
Oh, they're on sale right now. Okay. Really cheap.
I have both of them already.
The South Park games.
Yeah, I was
But, like-
thinking about getting them.
The whole Walking Dead and the South Park games, I didn't need to buy them. I just watched them play them, and I felt like I was playing them.
Yeah.
So it was like I don't even need to play them. I've seen them, and it's cool like that. But
Yep.
because they're very linear, it's not like I could choose to take a different path. Like they're very.
There's a game I've been wanting to play, but I tried it and I'm not getting it. I guess I have to watch other people play it.
What's that?
It's called Hack and Slash.
I haven't heard of it.
Somebody gave me shields.
Oh, the Shield of Thorns.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a 35 druid camping guy knock up top, so he probably hooked you up. Now you guys are just running away with more XP without me. I'm coming. I'm just a frumpy elf.
Only hard thing is I got to make sure I do one hit on everything at least.
There's a
Right.
monk over here. He's LFG. She's red. Must be 18.
Yep, she is. Stamp's 18.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, the hill giant just outside died just now. I came over earlier and pickpocketed that hill giant clean. He had 43 plat on him.
I saw somebody say that in guild chat, and I'm like, well,
So whoever killed it got 0 cash off that giant because I took it all.
Well, I mean, I have had up to like 80 something on mine.
Right.
So it's possible he still had, another 40 plat on him. Not likely.
Possible. Well, no, because it goes down to where like I was copper each time, so you can tell when you're pickpocketing like how much they have.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Yeah, you can't see it, but you can just kind of judge it. You know what I mean? By what you're doing. But
We're just going from room to room and
I mean,
busting heads.
I'm pooling right now just because nobody else wants to. Plus, I have shields on there. Make sure you guys cycle through these and get at least one hit, because my brambles is going to kill everything.
where are we? are we?
The key room.
Okay, I'm on my way. Oh, that would not be the key room. That would be a different room. I pulled a putrid skeleton, but
So, what's the difference between green and teal, and is blue kind of dead now? Yes and no. The difference between the difference between green and teal is nothing. It's really the same server, except one has more population than the other by like 10%. So if you see like 500 people or 600 people on Green, teal's gonna have like 100 less than that.
Green.
Possible.
I will say this: green is a little bit ahead in the scene if that's your target goal.
Right. Well, and when you say a little bit ahead, we have one guild on the server that does everything.
Well, right. but
Whereas
they do
teal
it
has really none.
a lot. Right. Well, teal killed Nagy. Kingdom killed Nagy.
Yeah, but they're not doing it on a regular basis, from what I've heard, and
Right. It's not the same. Like, Teal team is absolutely murdering green, and Teal doesn't really have a guild doing it yet.
so I guess you could say one is a little bit more casual than the other. But to be perfectly honest, compared to where blue used to be, they both feel really casual. As far as blue being dead, yeah, the numbers have gone down from like 1,700 to like 400 to 500.
But we enjoy it.
But it does seem like there's a lot more cooperation between the guilds that are left because you kind of have to. So there's a different vibe over there at the moment. I wish they would combine green and teal together sooner because the numbers when they first came out, I can understand why they split the servers. There was like 2,700 people on one server, and it was just kind of dreadful. All of them congregated at the lower levels. But now, not so much. Now you have like 500-600 people on each server, and it's pretty low.
Whoa.
What's up, hemoglobin? What's going on, bud?
Oh, somebody train me over here.
Let me get some of that AoE threat going here. Who's
How
training?
you get some AoE threat going on over here?
I did, bro. I got you. We need a music video for hemoglobin.
I already started working on one.
Oh, good.
It's
There you go, bro.
yeah.
There you go. Ooh,
You
look at
go
you, Sex,
nowhere.
throwing fireballs.
Did you guys see that OC by Stamp?
Now, what'd they say?
18 monk with fungi and T-staff looking for a group.
Wow.
How much do you think that T-staff is going to be worth when it first comes out?
However much money someone
Must be
has.
Shuriken's girlfriend. Oh,
That was harsh. I should have probably not said that, but oh well, I did. Is there such thing as too many mobs?
no.
Not on this floor.
Okay. Let's see if I can change your opinion.
I mean, if they all get on Decipher, maybe then, but,
Oh, jeez. They snared me. I are coming.
Snared or rooted?
Wow. That's funny. That's funny.
What?
Must be Sirkin's girlfriend. Wow. That's I guess there's been enough time that we
Yeah.
can make fun of it.
It's a little harsh, but it's, it's a meme now.
Too soon. It's not too soon. Come on.
Not too soon, you're right. Hey Plaguey, how you doing?
I can't really blame him, dude. I mean, he did what anybody else would have done. The only part that I didn't like was when I found out that it wasn't actually his girlfriend; it was somebody else's.
It was somebody else's girlfriend.
Like
yeah.
that was the messed up part.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, can your boyfriend summon you guys?
Machi or Mochi or something.
Though I did think it was really scummy that they released the private messages between the two of them.
They shamed him pretty much.
They shamed him pretty hard, yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's no mobs or too many mobs. I got rabies, by the way, Mr. Hemoglobin. If you could do your black magics on me,
Huh?
de-rabify me, please.
Oh, that's right, you died. You don't have any of the buffs on. Let me get you
I haven't been
with.
using my macro either. I should use my macro.
You want to step out and get Spirit of Wolf?
You know what? I got snared that pull by a necro, and that would have killed Spirit of Wolf anyway.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, whatevs. Just gonna go pull more merbs.
My wife told me that the guy who voiced Grouch died today.
Yeah, dude.
Oscar?
Yep.
Yep, the same guy that did Big Bird.
How long did he do that for, man? That must have been like 50-something years, right?
That was a long time. I had it
Yeah.
in.
Sad, man.
That's a good gig to get early on.
No doubt.
I'd love to be able to get like a voice acting job you just have for the rest of your life. Super
life?
cushy.
Yeah. It was funny speaking of like that. Me and my kids were talking, and I was like, "Do you guys know?" Like I was telling them, like Tom Hanks is actually related to Mr. Rogers, and my kids were like, "Dad, who is Mr. Rogers?"
Wait,
Oh
is
my
he?
God. Yes.
Yeah, that's why he's doing the movie.
That's why he's doing the movie.
How is he related? Like uncle or?
Like a cousin or something like, something like that. Yeah. Oh my God.
Zone it if you have to.
Just come closer. We'll heal you. I can hear you through the wall if you get close enough.
Yep, I'm close enough.
Not yet.
Healing.
There you go.
Healing. There it is.
Okay, well you guys are
Complete
gonna
heal incoming on. That was not very well. That was not a complete heal. You're too far away now.
He's in the
You're
room.
on the other side of the room. I'm screaming turd.
Yeah, I'm still trying to still aggro by healing, but it's not working. I think he area affect everything.
Yeah.
Well, this is all blue, so I'm thinking I'm probably good with.
There we go. I got 4 on me. We're good.
Okay, good. I'm gonna AOE these ones down then if I can.
I'm down to below 20.
Okay. Sit in med for half a tick, you'll be fine. You know.
I don't
Hey, there
think
we go. I just gained a level.
got a pop in the room.
Did we? Where?
Oh,
the
never
Petri?
mind. Never mind.
I killed the pop that was the rat, but
Ready?
I am completely out of mana. This might be bad.
This is
Juice,
not,
Juice,
might
if
be
you wanna
bad.
run it,
I'm not.
should
I'm not
get low.
gonna. I'm not gonna sit. We're good.
I'm not gonna sit either.
You're dead.
That's my issue.
Yeah, you're not
If you want to
good.
run that,
Is that a
I-
Shadow Knight on us or something?
I'm not gonna have the mana. No, this putrid skeleton's like critting me every swing.
I can't heal you. I'm out of mana.
That's alright.
Run.
Yeah, he's
I'm gonna lose
down.
my level. That's alright.
Well, you should have ran it, dude.
I would have never gotten out. As soon as I turned to open the door, they would
Oh
have
my
stunned me
god,
and
look
killed me
how
anyway.
many freaking mobs.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There's no way we're gonna do that.
I walked in one
Oh,
room and
crap,
they were
door
all
closed.
there.
Go,
so
go,
that was my bad. This character dies a freaking
Hold
lot.
the line. Oh snap!
That was a lot, dude. That was like 9-10 mobs in there somewhere, like with the pets included. So
So our
Somebody-
limit is like.
I
5 or 6.
asked somebody
yeah, I
how
think
many
maybe.
mobs is too many.
Wow.
Not too many on this floor. Okay.
I didn't think 10 was gonna wreck us like that, but yeah, that might be a bit too much.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that used
Everything.
80% of my mana healing
If I
right off
had
the
full
bat.
mana, maybe it would have been a different story.
Well, if you were sitting down medding like a good gnome
What are you
should.
talking about?
Yeah, man.
The whole time?
Ooh, I leveled.
You don't deserve the title of witch doctor.
Congrats, man.
Don't you say that to me.
Anybody need cure disease so they can get their health back up?
No, but I could use some haste, or not haste, but
Whoa.
feet haste.
I sure could use a clicky res over there if y'all don't mind.
Yep.
Cypher?
I was telling
What are you
them
waiting
I
for,
have
man?
apparently.
You must be Sirkin's girlfriend too.
Use that mana stone and get your mana back up, dude.
Yeah. Hey, where is the mana stone, sir?
My Necro's been
I would
using it.
gladly use.
Have you
A
been
mana
using it?
stone.
I have been using it. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Is it pretty good?
It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not super efficient on them, but if the mob is close to dead and, I can drain a little bit of life, then siphon life off of it and kill a little faster, and I don't have to sit down in bed.
You can mana stone and then life tap, and you're back to where you were.
Right.
With a dead mob.
Well, not
Mana
exactly.
stone and leech.
Yeah, mana stone leech would be cool, or pre-nerf fungi staff and robe on a necro.
Yeah. The
Oh,
easy
I-
things.
The easy things, yeah.
It's life.
Throw in
mana.
the Hallgrim speeds, and I'll be able to siphon life off of that, or do a leech on that one whenever I feel like it. So necro would be pretty nice.
Yeah, man.
I just need all the rare items. Get that book of
You're on your way to get them.
Necrochronicon or whatever it is from Hate.
Encyclopedia of Necro something.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia Necrothurgia.
Yep.
Wait, jeez, let me give you a spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this So is faster
Thank
than my
you.
cellos at the moment. Okay. Nobody's giving me a so. So I'm running with my slow ass cellos over there.
Well, at least until we get you an instrument of some kind.
Well, apparently,
It's on my corpse. Oh no, Air Elemental, you did not just kick me for 20 damage.
the notes that I had been saving with that song are gone. So I'm gonna have to come up with a new one, I guess.
Somebody just gave me Skin Like Nature and Spirit of Wolf.
Yeah,
That
as a
would-
stream team or not a stream team.
Still
Oh,
team?
we talked to Radisson last night.
Oh, Rawson?
Yeah, from stream team.
He's not on Steel Team anymore, actually.
Not SEAL team. Radston
Oh, from
From-
Stream Team.
stream team.
Yeah, I saw they were
Yeah.
rating something the other night.
Yeah, they were doing halls of testing. He said that pretty much he has no clue what happened to Primal. He pretty much ghosted him, and he's his best friend. So
I mean, I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose. He probably had real life
yeah,
things
that's what
happen.
I said I have no clue what it would be, but apparently he talks to his family. So I mean, it's not something with the family that happened or anything like that.
Somebody's selling 13 Death Fist belts. I might buy those to catch up to you guys.
I mean, he could have just been really burned out on the game, or, you know, I know at the time we were raiding with him, there was some guild drama going on, which can always be really stressful when you're having to kind
Yeah.
of monitor all the knucklehead stuff. And he was a really good guy. I see him every so often in RimWorld and playing some of the other games out there, so...
Yeah. We're going that way, or we're going back to our spot?
Back to our spot.
Alright.
I'm getting very familiar with
10,
this corpse run.
10M.
I'm very familiar with this corpse run.
Yeah. It happens.
I know.
We'll get you your level back.
These low level characters have not been the most pleasant experience for me thus far, but we will get it.
Well, I mean, because you're having to pull, and as a bard,
You shouldn't be.
you're not really, at least not until you get like lull and, you know, a little bit of mezzing or something to help you
the
kind of.
AoE is killing you. It literally is killing you, and you should probably just be concentrating on a single target.
Well,
Well-
if I don't, then they're all gonna go to you guys.
Which
I
I'm
mean,
fine
I'd
with you
rather have
tanking.
it on Ace because he's a big old troll with regen.
On AC, I get it, but on you, on the mage, as soon
Yeah.
as I turn my
Popping.
AOE off, that's when Incursio got out and was almost dead instantly. So it's just a level thing. That's it.
Yeah.
I'll be good. I might. I'm just a dead bard. That's all. Maybe I secretly like killing my bard because I like seeing her run back naked.
Man, I can't really blame you on that one. Victoria's Secret model over there.
That's right. Look at that ass. Alright.
Oh, did you say you had some bracers or boots for me, sir?
Bracers, but they're on my rogue and Miss Woman.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean I don't have some of the consent to summon my corpse?
Must have been targeting somebody else's corpse.
I was.
I'm back, guys.
Welcome back, man. We're over in Befallen. You want to bring out your low level tune?
Yeah.
On green server?
Yep.
You have
I'll come parallel with you guys on my 60 shaman for
I mean, we've been joking about.
Everybody's been joking about it tonight, man. It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
I even had a direct tell saying, "What's Sky Shrine?" Or
it's
what's
out there.
SS armor?
Oh, it's Eklarin. Hey.
Yeah, he's been over here buffing us.
Tipping us
Well,
out
or-
again.
There's a cracked staff on that corpse if someone wants it.
I think he,
Alright, I'm switching over.
This one?
Yep.
I think he feels bad when he sees us all die again and again.
I bet he's watching the stream. You have quite a few people in the guild that watch your stream, AC.
See, I can't believe that. We gotta have. Well, I guess if they're doing the poop sock camps, they need something to keep themselves entertained.
Well, dude, we're pretty entertaining.
We are.
Not to play my own.
Toot your own horn.
Here. As a bard, that was kind of a bard joke.
We come up with something ridiculous.
We have some bloody coppers.
Gave me a throwing boulder.
Oh.
Oh, I can't use it though.
So, somebody's been killing fire johns. This is what I pulled.
Yeah, I got a damage shield on right now, so we just gotta make sure we hit it each once.
Oh, well then I'm playing my song because I have a damage shield on. Make sure we hit them all. Like you want me to have my damage, my AOE on right now. With him around.
You got mobs on you still, but whatever.
I'll be right back.
Cool. Why am I even buying?
XP.
If you want to pull what's in that door, actually get some buffs on him first, real quick, Cypher, if you can.
I've got a skin like nature and a chloro on, guys. I'm good to go pull a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, get what's in that door then.
This door? Cross the
No, the locked one.
Yeah, got it. All right.
I think everything else is everything else is dead.
I'm just gonna run through with my AOE song on. That may not be my brightest decision, but that's okay.
I mean, if you got chloro, nothing's killing you.
True. Do I go downstairs for those higher ones?
I mean,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't go that far.
There's only 2 putreds here, but I'm gonna go. All right, I hit both of these.
I mean, but we already know that we can take the ones that are down there, just not the ones on the
Right.
2.5 floor, whatever you want to call it.
Did you pull from straight across the way there? There we go.
Everything upstairs.
Yeah, the whole first floor is dead. I'm running around with my AOE song on, killing mobs as I run, as I walk. You guys getting the XP?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think we are.
Cool. Is there somebody in the front left door over here? Oh,
Ouch,
Chili Dog
Camilla.
died. No, Chili Dog.
Is he dead or is he famed?
No, he's dead.
Hey, guess what? I'm not moving for the next 15, 20 seconds.
he rooted you.
I rooted myself.
Brilliant.
Hey.
Oh,
I know.
This is like the most impressive feign ever if the Chili Dog is feigned. I'm just saying.
Because he's fooling everybody else.
Because I believe it. My bad. I don't mean to rain on your parade here, girl. There we go. Got my level back, by the way.
I like rats, man. What level?
Regret.
8.
And you said you need level 9 for your LOL?
I have LOL at level 8. I just don't have LOL because I'm
Ah, you haven't bought it yet, huh?
didn't buy it in one of the 1,800 trips back and forth to Freeport I've had to take. Well, mostly because I was dead 90% of those trips. So.
I call slack.
Is Elkorin still in the room?
He is?
He is? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, no, there's somebody down here. Never mind. Okay. I was gonna go pull the second floor, but somebody's down here. Is there?
Yeah.
There's not a mob to kill on the first anywhere, guys.
Invite
Alright, I'm
for
back.
group chloro, and then he has to go. Alright, so if you get back over here.
Yep. Got
Group
it.
regen, everybody get close.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey.
Hugging time.
Not to butt.
Nut to butt. Can you rethorn us real quick? Oh, he poured it. Darn.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
He's talking to you right there, Cypher. He says you smell.
How dare you?
It's that gnome smell, you know, it kind of smells like mothballs and old man.
I do carry the
Oh my God.
petrified remains of my former assistant on me. Just saying.
Mothballs and Old Spice. That's what he's.
Where is that young man? Maverick! Where are you?
Dude, he like almost one-shotted me.
I mean, I don't
don't
know
have
if Old Spice is used by the new like younger generation, but like that was the smell for the longest time. Like everybody used Old Spice.
Yeah, dude. Gotta love that smelling like rum or chai tea or whatever.
I thought you were gonna say Teen Spirit, but you know.
It smells like Teen Spirit. Nah, Teen Spirit stinks. I have a teenager. It's not good.
Smells like a locker room.
Where is my assistant, Maverick? Yes, mister. What did you need? Still working on it, okay? Still working on it. Okay?
Keep working on it. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey. That's not nice.
I know.
That's not nice.
Never claimed to be. Just saying. I am disease clouded. Draw from the powers.
Are you still disease clouded?
No.
I'm disease clouded now. Shablazzle. Not
Oh,
disease clouded
Shablazzle.
anymore.
We gotta pop. My bad. I got it. Throw that AoE on again. I'm only keeping it on because I have Skin Like Nature and Chloro on, and I'll just regen faster than they can kill me. Well, my heal stun will stack with Chloro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of regen going on there.
Yep.
Plus troll regen for AC. He's like,
If only I could canny.
right?
Throw on a fungi tunic and a pre-nerf fungi
could.
staff, and
You could canny if you had your mana stone on your shaman.
it's true. Although the mana stone is slightly less efficient than canny 1.
No, it's about the same.
That's why I said slightly less efficient. Because
That
the
was a pretty good little haul.
shaman one does. Let's look this up. We've looked it up in the past, but canny you get at what
Yeah.
level?
24.
24 is your good level. That's when you get regeneration.
And you get canny, and you get charm,
And you get
I think.
a new dot, I think. Something like that.
Hey, I think we have a guy coming to join us here. There's an LFG dude following me back.
Yeah, so it decreases your hit points by 50 and gives you 20 mana versus the mana stone, which decreases it by 60 and gives you 20.
Yeah, so 10 more HP for the same amount of mana off the mana stone. So canny one's a little better, but mana stone is instant.
True.
Yep.
That's it. So it's probably a trade-off to be about the same power.
Best to use it to blow global cooldown. Yeah, I've actually been doing that on my necromancer, so I can I get another fear up or another
Oh, use the mana stone as a cooldown reset.
Right.
Nice.
what I have it for right now is
Train.
the Siphon Life.
There's a train.
Yeah, I don't know what it's a train of, so I don't want to go see. Although-
Train.
I do
It's
have
good
buffs,
things.
so let's see.
False
what
alarm.
these, Really, guy?
Mhm.
You gotta talk that way.
I'm zoning in.
We're in
Shadow Knight room.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys are seeing all the cuss words, but if you turn the filter on, you don't see any of that stuff.
Yeah, but then
Your
when I call
virgin
somebody
eyes.
that,
Yeah, but see, I don't see it. Like you can say it all you want, but I won't see it. All I see is a little gibberish down there. Sometimes it actually makes me laugh because of the stuff that it puts in there. So if anything, you're just humoring me.
You're not PG anymore, AC.
I mean,
well, I don't call you bad names, AC.
No, I'm just saying when they put things down there, sometimes it comes across kind of
In fact,
not
we
as
corrupted.
intended.
In fact, we corrupted you, AC.
I mean, I was in football for I don't know how many years, so I've heard everything you could possibly hear.
And been called it by your coach at one point.
Try being
True.
No, I'm
military
talking.
for,
I'm
for
talking
9
about
years.
when. I'm talking about the videos when you first started. You were PG, and now we.
Don't say that; I might get hit by the Copa thing.
All right,
Dusty-
invite the Dusty Balls.
Dusty
yeah,
balls are here.
my bad, dude.
Dusty Balls with Old Spice.
Dusty balls with Old Spice. Yeah, that's Cypher's assistant, Dusty Balls.
No, my assistant, while he does have somewhat
Dusty
the same
balls?
features, his name is Nebrick Frankenstein, or
Frankincense
Frankenstunkle.
and myrrh.
Frankenstink.
Either way, it's Nebrick.
It's not Dusty Balls.
Nibrick Dusty
It is-
Balls.
It is Dusty Balls.
From the long line of Dusty Balls.
From the long line of Dusty Balls.
From the long line of Dusty Balls.
At some point, they got dusted off, which is why they have a long line. But
They got dusted off at least once. That's all it
Or are
takes.
they just long? I don't know. Either way, maybe they're old.
wait, they're just long like the balls, or
Like old, you know, old long.
Like you sit out to go to the bathroom, they take a dip. Like
Oh my god.
it's like a South Park episode bouncing around on their balls.
bouncing around on their ball.
Uh,
Elephantitis of the nuts.
Although this sounds more like old lady boobs, where they're just dragging behind you as you walk.
you know what spell I'm missing right now that could be helping with this is
Word of
my
Shadow.
AoE. I think I get it at level 9.
Word of Shadow. You do, but you got to buy it from the Necro Guild.
Ageism? That would be nice. Give everybody an extra like 1,700 hit points.
Dust Ball. Quit getting aggro, bro.
I'm a druid tank guy.
No, you're a dead
It's level.
druid.
It's level
Gotta be a dead
19.
druid. Because you gotta remember, you only have, a healer that's not really here.
And you got to
Huh?
remember that we have. See, exactly. You got to remember that we have Skin Like Nature on right now, so. And Chloroplast.
Yeah. Eventually I'll get high enough level to cast those things.
Word of.
To your mother.
Word of Shadow, which is level 12.
Word of your mother.
Word. Word of Pain, which is level 9. Which I get from Akanon or Eden filled with Theriac.
Shiny
He goes free
balls.
for-
Shiny balls
Dusty
is his
balls.
cousin.
Is it like dwarf names? There's Dusty, Shiny,
Sneezy, Sleepy,
Hairy,
Hairy balls.
Hairy, Saggy.
The sneezy balls are the one you gotta worry about.
Oh yeah, I gotta worry about those sneezy balls.
Don't stand down when it's sneezy balls. Watch out.
Sleepy's only a problem when you're trying to have kids.
Sleepy balls.
Come on, wake up, fellas.
Come on, you gotta work in the mines today. Alright.
Ho, ho, ho.
Whoa. Oh, hey, never mind. I was looking at the room right over here. I was like, did you know there was a room hidden behind this room?
Oh my god. This is bad.
How many you got?
I am coming for you.
No, butthole. No, don't come for me. Butthole trained ghoul mummies. I got his own.
Is that his name? Butthole?
That's what I translated, and he's some halfling. Oh, he's a dwarf.
I hate to tell you guys, but Chill Dog died.
Well, I think we're calling him Chili Dog, but
Chili dog.
Yeah,
guy.
Chili Dog, he went down.
you guys will have to let us know what you think when you look at his name. I mean, we kind of already,
Who?
I don't know, tainted what you might think, but
Chill
Who?
Dog. Chili.
his name is Chill Dog, but everybody who saw it said Chili.
Because like I said before, we're back into
Yo,
like
Chill
our food.
Dog.
All right, that train is being killed by that 35, so I'm gonna go get my mom's back. Come here.
Man, that was a crazy Tunera though. 6k spent
Yeah.
in DKP.
Yeah, I took
How
my
much did
necromancer to
rubs
that
go
one.
For?
How much did what?
The rubs go for.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't pay much attention. I only paid attention to the 4 big items.
Yeah.
It's kind of
actually dropped like
You pulling a lot of balls there, guy?
a little bit. It's kind of a controversial decision to throw in Plane of
Planet Growth.
Growth in there before they did Fear and Hate, but
yeah, and we're playing. You're talking about the wrong server, buddy.
I think it worked.
I mean, we all still play on blue. Well, 3 of us. AC occasionally logs into
To res
To res
but that's
it.
about
Cypher.
it.
I log into Port Cipher, Help Cipher with something, and Crucio plays. We all play a little bit over there. Just
Yeah.
not-
Although Shix died, what, yesterday or the day before, and I wasn't able to get to him in time.
let somebody else get in before you could.
I think so, yeah. To be honest, though, I haven't really played my cleric in like a couple of years anyways. All I ever do with him is res people.
yeah.
He kind of was concentrating more on my monk than anything else at the time.
Or you'd bring them sometimes when we do Played House.
Yeah, that was mainly so that we'd actually have a cleric, since nobody ever
Right.
wants to play it.
Nobody
I
else
was
has.
I have one, but he's still 32. Man, I need to get him leveled up.
I got one, but he's level 12.
Though with the Mana Stone, I still don't want to play another cleric, but
You don't AC. You don't want to play another player.
You're done on blue AC. You're retired now.
I'm blue for a while, at least until it merges with green.
It's 3 years.
Or 4.
3 years.
3 years until Velius comes out. I imagine they're going to give people about a year with Velius before they merge it to a server that has all the gear and
I'm
all
sure
the
they
stuff.
will. They'd be dumb not to.
Otherwise, people would be like immediately buying MQ stuff and the prices would skyrocket, but be easily obtainable.
Hey, I mean, who knows? Who knows? People, they might just do it right out the bat and say, "Fuck it."
I don't think they will, but we'll see what happens.
I need dark
Uh-oh.
magics.
Okay, I'm good.
I need dark magics.
I am casting the darkest magics that I have available to me.
I hope they look at the population on teal and green and decide to merge those together before too long and not wait all the way to Kunark.
Not heals. I need cures.
Cures of.
Disease.
Oh,
It's always disease. You still have that dagger on, right? Next one?
I do. I meant to give that back to you. But
Yeah, don't worry about it, dude. It's like 50 plat and get another one.
I
For
know,
now, for now, you can. For now,
but it's not gonna go up, dude. There are so many on this server. It's
Everybody has
insane.
gotten more than they need. And yeah, I mean, the price will eventually go up, but I don't think it's going to be like thousands of plat. You may have to spend 200-300 plat for one down the road, but
well,
And
I
it's
mean,
gonna-
it goes for 100K on blue right now, but it'll go down.
that's because of the amount of people who knew about blue when it was first going through that time period. There was 2,700 people on
Right,
green
and
when it first
everybody
launched.
there was literally people standing in line in like literally there was a line
Yeah.
at the mob.
For
Yeah.
weeks upon weeks, there was
You
lines.
took a step forward. You got the mob. You took a step forward. Like it was like this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Standing in line in
I
video
mean,
games, you don't like that? We've,
Fourth in line, you'd be standing there for 72 minutes or something like that.
the hilarious thing
Yeah.
is we've pretty much stood in line in every video game we've ever played. We did that on
Wow.
WoW. We've done it over here. We had
We
to wait
do.
in line over on Halo while you're sitting in the queue. I mean,
Yeah.
You're stretching that one a little bit.
am
but
I though?
get
I mean, like you're waiting in
No,
line to get
you're
into
not. You
a
are.
match. It's a queue.
It is a queue. You're waiting in line. That's fair. Okay.
It's like when you're at the DMV and you got to sit there and wait your turn. Like you can go sit wherever you want, but you're still waiting in line.
Take a number. All right. Calling 742.
Oh
Shit.
damn it! I'm only
Number
1,500.
Right.
I love it when they jump around. So like you're 73B, and they start calling A's, C's, and F's, and I'm like, where the fuck is B? I haven't called a B in like an hour.
Yups. The DMV is the worst.
Used to be better. They used to have it where you could call in and like schedule an appointment, which is kind of cool. But
They still do that.
well, they got rid of that over here in Houston area because of the flood.
Yeah.
They were like they had to
Oh.
remodel all the courthouses, and they wanted to raise taxes so they could do it. And people were like, "Nope, that's not going to happen. We just went through a flood. If you didn't, pay attention." So they got rid of some of the niceties, and I had to go. It's every other, renewal of your driver's license. You got to go down there in person. And that just happened to fall on the year I had to do it.
I'm so glad New Mexico has 8-year licenses.
You know how long Arizona licenses are?
Lifetime?
Pretty much. It's like 50 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you
mine
go in
doesn't-
there at like 17, you have like that picture on your driver's license forever.
So yeah, if you don't update it, but you're supposed to go update it every 2 to 3 years. But yeah, our license out here don't expire for like 50 years.
Oh, dude, that'd be
ridiculous.
amazing.
That would be amazing.
So that's why, like, I figure a lot of old people like to come out here to get license out here, and then they don't have to renew it for like forever.
Ours is every 6 years if you're lucky. If you're unlucky, you're on the 4-year plan. But
Yeah, when I was back home, it was like every 2 years you had to renew your license.
So it wasn't. Maybe North Carolina did 4 years. I don't know.
I'm surprised. I mean, most of them out there want their money, and that's kind of what I always figured the renew of your driver's license was all about. Is just come over here and give us money.
It was only like $20, I think.
Yeah, $20 from every single person who drives in your city. That's a lot of money.
Right.
Okay. I lost Chloro and I'm still pulling like I was pulling. Oh well. I know, I can only hit 4 mobs at a time.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a lot of money for the Houston area. It may not be a lot of money where Nono lives. I think there's like 1,200
10
people in
people
his
in this
area.
town?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super small.
He was talking about it today. He was like, I live in a tiny town. I got to go like 2 towns over to get my muffler. So I'm like, geez, that is a small town, dude.
Yeah, but how far is it for like 2 towns over?
Probably like 6 minutes or something like that. You know, like some stuff popped in the way, so that was really not.
Yeah,
great
it's not
pool,
some
but-
hills.
I mean, he was the mayor there for a while, so
He still is kind of like the acting mayor every once in a while.
Nonos?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the other one's retiring, and I kind of get the feeling they're grooming him for the job because the other person who wants it, nobody can stand. Almost
Which
out of
will put more
mana.
on-
If you get too low on life, I would say just zone it. Don't risk
no,
it this
I'm
time.
gonna start heal. It'll put more on Nono's plate, which isn't good.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't like it because they pay Jack. I know the mayor of Houston makes a crap ton of money, but over there, it's like $5 an hour. You know, for the meetings and everything like that. They don't even get like a house of their own. They don't get any like the perks of being a mayor.
You get paid more to babysit like your assistant's kids as the mayor than you do.
Exactly. Like, you don't even get minimum wage because it's a government job. They don't have to abide by any of the rules that they set forth.
No.
So he's like, he likes doing it, you know, in the sense that he likes helping out, but he finds them mind-numbingly boring, and I don't know. He may or may not do it.
We got ourselves another mob joint.
Yep.
spawn.
Cypher,
Join the
you're gonna
fire.
have to start healing, man.
Guys, we're fine.
I'm out of mana after that
Guys.
heal right there. I cannot sit down to get mana back.
Guys, we're still good. I have skin like nature on. That regen alone is gonna keep me alive. It's okay.
We're gonna die, man.
Oh my god.
We're all gonna die.
It's all over. You can sit down, I promise.
I know. I'm done over here.
He's like, I'm already sitting down, whether you want me to or not.
We're good.
He's like, my feet hurt. You want me to stand up? And
Want me to stand up, down, give me the heal.
Someone asked about your AC on Blue. I can't remember the person's name. It was yesterday, but they asked if you were still streaming and stuff. I told them you're over on Green.
Nice.
I think it was someone in the guild. I can't remember his name though.
yeah, I don't get to stream as much these days, but I do try to keep it going as much as I can, guys.
Disease, please, if you don't mind.
I get you. Well, you can end up Cypher.
I am out of mana.
You have meditate.
Although
Mhm.
with Blue the way it is, I think it's time for Evan Wolf to make a comeback, guys, and make a force on Blue.
On green, you mean?
Oh yeah, on Green.
Exactly, because green is where it's at. It's fresh. It's new. It's the color of money and grass. It has nothing to do with anything, but whatever. Works. Get you guys to get over here and play.
It's the color of diarrhea. I mean, if we're going there.
These little small groups that you guys get to see every so often is pretty much the work of me nagging these guys for like a week straight. And then they finally succumb to coming over here and playing for a couple hours before they're back over on Blue.
Yep. I'm always down for these little groups, though.
I'm down when I can be.
I know.
Cypher and
catch you when
TK
you
going
get home from
strong in the raid scene over there on Blue.
They are. They're trying.
I don't blame them. There's like easy. It's pretty easy. Like there's, I mean, you got your competition, but it's not as bad as it used to be, probably.
Yeah, well, it's not bad at all.
That large skeleton was yellow to me. It kicked the crap out of me too.
Dude, it was red to me. Everything's pretty much either red, yellow, or even right now.
Should be a good experience for you.
Oh yeah, I'm already halfway through my level.
Nice.
You're on the mage, right, Matt?
Yep.
Curcio, what level are you?
6.
Nice.
Yeah, the experience modifier in the zone is really, really good. The downside is I actually think it's slowest experience I've ever had on any of my tunes because there are no quest turn-ins.
That's because you're a troll.
Well-
That's because you're a troll.
Well, but even with like the quest turn-ins, if you had the teeth or the
get
belts to
belts.
turn in,
Right, but you don't get what I think what he's saying in Curcio is that you can't get belts in the high Zem zone like this.
right?
True.
But you can over in Crushbone, and you can get the teeth over in Blackburrow. But when it comes
Yeah.
to this area, which is kind of weird, you would think they would have added something for this area, but then that would have been making everything the exact same, and they're not
Yeah,
really for that.
well-
Well, the bone chips,
well,
yeah,
I'm-
but only up to what, level 7, 8? Maybe 11 if you
Well,
really
no-
want to push it, but
But not even in Freeport are bone chips.
No, but there's the Deathfish belts out
But
by
not in
Orc
this
One
dungeon.
and-
But you're not in the
He's
high
saying
Zem
like
dungeon.
there's no quest items in the dungeon. That you
Right.
can find,
Oh,
like
well,
crush
actually,
bone.
technically there is. There's the Sex Mallet.
yeah, but not
Or-
the
It's
not the
not like a
quest for the
repeatable-
repeat. Yeah, for the repeatable ones where you get a
Yeah.
lot of experience for doing it while you're also killing in that zone, which everybody always assumed that like it makes up for the difference in the Zim, but it actually far surpasses the Zim over here with those quests included.
Yeah, belts and pads are ridiculous. Like literally, my rogue went from 1 to 18 in about 12 minutes.
Dude, I got 13 belts before we came here, and I turned them in. I got a level 3/4.
Where's my target?
That's insane. This is a lot of experience off of just a random drop item, and sometimes you get really, really lucky, and it seems to be dropping off of like every single one of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
But then
get really
sometimes-
unlucky. You get nothing for an hour, but or
I
you get
figured-
somebody in your high keep group, actually stealing the teeth. That happens.
What are you talking about? That does not happen ever.
And somebody
Come on.
walks away with over 60 of them. Wasn't my
Actually-
group, so I don't really care that much. But
Over 2 days, I had over 100 ears. But like the thing is I wasn't taking it off of every single one that dropped. Like I was
yeah, they were
just
still
picking off
dropping.
them. They were still dropping, so Alpha was moving, so the group was like, "Hey, we're still getting ears," and, only until one guy was like, "Wow, these mobs aren't dropping any coin. The rogue must be pretty busy," and I'm like, "Crap."
How long did you do that for?
About 12 hours total
Damn.
across 2 days, and I got I got 80 years on the first day, which I traded for a polished steel dirk, and then I got 60 years on the second day.
You could have. What you should have said is, "Oh man, it's probably just bad luck or bad RNG." That's what you should have said.
Well, I'm sure they could see the fails from time to time too. So
They could. And when the split is on, and like when somebody has split on and no mob is dropping more than 1 copper, I kind of think that's not bad RNG, CK. That's pretty noticeable. But I would but every now and then I would split all of the gold that I had for the group. Like every bit of the gold I had, I would split for the group.
right. Well,
So it wasn't like
back in the
No,
day,
it's-
they didn't let rogues in high keep like that. It was just
because of that.
Exactly.
Because of it, yeah. But when you get up early enough and you can start the group, they can't tell you no when you're the leader.
It's true.
So
That's when there's actually a spot to start. When
uh-huh.
I was trying to get into it the first couple of weeks, those people were literally not sleeping for 3-4 days.
Yeah, that was harder. Well, we've actually, believe it or not, guys, cleared this whole entire floor.
I can believe it. You need
I
any
can
buffs
believe
on you or no?
No,
I believe
I'm
it.
Fine. I'm fine. I've been pulling like 10, 15 mobs at a time.
I mean, I got mana on me, so if you need buffs, let me know which ones. And
I've still got all your stat buffs. I'm good.
Yeah.
Ooh, looking
God.
at dual wielding a 2-hander and a dagger.
Oh boy. Oh, I have a large skeleton and Elrod. Yeah, this could actually be bad.
I'm healing you.
Heals are incoming.
I'll take care
Landing
of
heals.
Take care of the rat real quick. Just get it out of the way.
I got Elrod off of you. I'm gonna go ahead and slow them, and if they can hand you on heals, we should be good.
Yep.
All right, working on
That was
the
my last heal.
I got heals coming on you as best as it.
How do you only have like 2 heals, man?
Talk about I just buffed.
I got the ad.
You got the end. Okay.
Yeah. I got
Large
the ad.
skeletons halfway. Burning it down as fast as we can.
Need to get that Elrod dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to help kill it.
Elrod Hubbard.
Elrod Hubbard. Skeleton Elrod Hubbard. Yeah. He's red to me. What is he calling you?
It's level whatever, but he's red to me as well,
by the
and he's
way,
wrecking my face.
Fantastic job at healing the Elrod. Apparently,
Nice.
I'm out of mana.
it doesn't actually heal him, but I mean,
It's a waste of mana, though.
waste of mana.
Which I could desperately use right now.
I'm trying to get him off you now.
I've slowed him twice. I don't think you're getting him off of me.
Let me target that guy.
I could,
if I can't
I
get
could
him off
use a
you.
heal. I could use a heal.
Gate.
I
Gate.
am-
There you go. You
I
got
got
him. You got
I
him.
got him off you.
Got a heal. Got a heal.
I'm
That's,
surprised I
that's
got him.
it. I'm tapped.
We got 2 pops, but they're rats. He's almost dead.
He's not almost dead enough. He's hitting for like 30 with that 2-hander.
Yeah, you're gonna need a heal. Flip here before he does.
He's almost dead.
He's a sliver now. I might be able to get him. There we go. We
got
got him.
him.
Do you have any mana, sir?
Yeah, I just used the last of it.
No, I'm asking AC. He's the shaman. He
No, I
has
I
heals
used
too.
all my mana healing
He was
myself.
tanking, man. He was tanking, yeah. We got it.
Yeah, I had to heal myself since the cleric decided to heal the person I was fighting.
Yeah.
Hey,
Traitor.
I blame the closeness of that fight on the gnome. He's a black magic user. You can't trust him.
what? What?
He is all dressed in black,
It probably is me.
except for those brown booties of
Surprise,
his.
I have a big cast in the K on you. Mhm.
And you know he's a little uppity because if you look at his tunic, it has to be buttoned from the back. So,
Yeah, how do you see get that on?
because he got servants, man.
I have
Niblick.
been stitched into this. This is
Like 7 of 9 from Voyager, stitched into her clothing.
Niblick, right? Niblick does it?
yep. Niblick does it.
I need cure disease, please.
I'll get you here in a second.
Are cured of the disease.
Be careful when we go. If you guys are going to the entrance room, we need to run it. The ghoul is up.
No, it's not. It's dead already. There's a 35 druid in here, can't. So. Or there. Yeah, there is. He's still here. I'm gonna go grab my phone charger.
What are you using your track ability, Dusty Bowl? I kind of want to hear the story of what happened to the other ball. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Yeah, what happened to the other ball?
Is it still there, or is it just not Dusty?
No comment.
Hey, you got a shiny ball and a dusty ball? Like, that's really hard to do, but
Yeah. One's shiny and one's not.
it's like the poor brother, you know, one gets all the action, the other one sees nothing.
One of these balls not like the other?
Or was it like the scene in Big, where the guy's talking about playing basketball with a friend, and the other guy has a pencil in his pocket?
I got a pencil in my pocket.
All
Pencil
my
in my pocket.
all my stat buffs wore off AC, but I don't think you have mana now.
I got a little bit.
I'm alright though. It's skin like nature.
But you take some hits. So.
In that nature. Hey, I'm not salty. I don't got salty balls. Take it.
I mean, you don't have salty balls. ZK might, though. By some of that dust off, you can find out.
It's got those
Nice.
dusty balls.
He's got dusty balls. He doesn't have salty balls.
Well, you don't know what's underneath all that dust.
Actually, you're right. You're right.
I'll be right back.
Hello, children.
You want some chocolate salty balls?
Salty balls.
Put them in your mouth.
Put them in your mouth and suck 'em.
Dude cracked me up when he used to be part of the show.
Dude, I know.
I miss Chef so much in the show. I know the guy played him passed away, but sucks.
Super Adventure Time, baby.
I mean,
Did he pass away?
I didn't know
He
he passed
did.
away. Did he?
Yeah,
Did he get on the spaceship?
He did. He ascended to like the craziest plane of
Okay,
Scientology.
okay. So he had all his Eatons in a row, huh?
And I guess so. He like, what is it? Climbs the 13th pillar or whatever it is.
Seems like a lot of work. I don't want to have to climb things.
I know. I'm too out of shape to have to climb
Right.
shit for religion.
I mean, give me wings and I'll just fly, right? Like that's the flying part sounds fun.
Right, but the getting there sucks. Like
I
earning
mean, you know, you drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, who doesn't drink Kool-Aid? That's all I'm
No,
saying.
you
Kool-Aid's
drink the
delicious.
Kool-Aid.
it's different. It's the Kool-Aid, yeah.
It's
Alright,
the
cool,
Kool-Aid. Okay.
something.
Yeah.
You think it's strawberry, or you think they're going with something a little bit more tropical?
Grape.
Grape? Well, I love grape, but I wouldn't say that's tropical.
Never mind.
Did you you don't know? It's grape drink.
It's purple drink. It's not Kool-Aid. You're
So,
right.
so it's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
purple
somebody
drink.
mixed like 2 or 3, different ones together to create their own.
It's purple drink. Little Dave
Purple
Chappelle.
drink.
What is
You know
this
what purple
juice?
drink is, right?
Yeah, grape. It's grape drink.
They had a light blue one for Kool-Aid. You guys remember that one?
Robitussin with grape soda. And
Robitussin with grape soda, yeah.
and a little
That's
bit of
lean,
alcohol.
isn't it? That's lean.
Mhm.
Purple drink is Robitussin, grape soda, and vodka or whatever.
Yeah,
else
it's,
you
that's,
have.
that's also called lean.
Because it makes you lean.
Nah, it's just the name of it's the name of it.
That's probably what they call it down there in Florida.
Florida's weird.
Nah,
though.
they call it. That's what they call it in Atlanta.
Dude, you had 2 shootings down there like last week.
In Atlanta? Or Florida?
Yeah, we had one. We had one in Pensacola. Pensacola.
Pensacola.
That's what the
And,
locals call it.
Pensacola. Dang, for you sounded real southern there, but down
here, Pensacola.
down in that there Pensacola way.
Where was the other one? I didn't hear about the other one.
The base, the naval base.
No, that's Pensacola.
That's the Pensacola one.
Oh, the UPS truck driver.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Wait, did he go postal?
No,
no,
two-
he was
two-
robbed.
2 people were, I think, robbing a bank and then hijacked the UPS truck and was trying to get away, and there was a big shootout. And the
Yep.
How
it was
the
like 200 bullets were exchanged between the robbers and the cops, and the driver got killed. The 2 robbers got killed, and then I think a bystander got killed too.
how'd they hijack the truck? Was he like delivering something nearby, or they like carjack him in
He
the
was
middle of the road?
He was a stoplight or stop sign, I think it was.
Well, they do got their doors open, so yeah, that would be probably
Yeah,
the
they do
easiest
that.
thing.
Like, it's so stupid. Like, they come by my house and I have a pretty long driveway, but they won't in the driveway. They'll park on the street, hop
Because
out, and
they're not allowed to park in the driveway.
right. But they'll
Nope.
hop out, and carry the package up the driveway. But the whole time, that truck full of people's packages is running with the door open.
Yeah, because
Well,
they've measured like how long it would take for somebody to open up a door and close the door, and open up the door and close the door, and turn the car on and turn the car off. So they it's faster for them not to do that. I also heard that
Right.
they have it where they don't make any right-hand turns or left-hand turns, something along those
Right-hand
lines.
turn.
Have you never seen the beginning of Castaway? I mean, come on.
Yeah, and if they get robbed a little bit, they get robbed a little bit, but it's still a federal crime whether they're delivering it or anybody else is delivering because it's mail.
Yeah,
so
it's mail.
it's not very common for people to steal stuff from them. It's super
Oh,
common
yeah.
for you to steal it off somebody's porch, apparently.
which should still
Yeah,
be considered
apparently.
mail crime.
It
I'm
should
just
still
saying.
be, yeah. It might actually still be, but no, they don't enforce it. Like I've seen footage of people actually tracking down the person who stole their package, going to the police, and the police is like, I don't care.
Yeah, Mark Rober did a video on it. Like, he's one of my favorite YouTubers because he's just a fantastic science guy, and I'm a big
Is that
nerd.
the NASA engineer guy?
The NASA engineer that made a glitter bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and because he took it several times, he caught him on camera, and he took it several times to the police.
Yeah, they don't care.
And he's like, "Hey, these people are robbing from me or whatever," and they're like, "We don't care. We don't have time to deal with it." And
I don't think it's about time. I think they have all the time in the world of just sitting out there giving people tickets of traffic. They just don't care.
Yeah, they can't make any money off of arresting somebody who's causing a crime.
That's probably a little bit true. I mean, I wouldn't have thought about it that way, but yeah,
Think
I mean,
about it,
you
like-
don't actually make any money off of arresting somebody for theft.
Right, but you do off of a speeding citation. I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, his glitter bomb was pretty cool. But that dude, if you're into anything like science or physics related, or like, watch his channel. It's
Wait.
amazing.
I thought it was
Wait.
a little funny though that with his system, he couldn't throw anything in there that would cause like damage to their property because he would get sued for them stealing his own property.
Right.
It's
So all
so-
he did was
so
just
messed
made
up.
a big freaking mess of glitter.
But it's so messed up. We live in a world where you can't damage somebody's property when they're stealing your property.
Right. Well, that's like there was a story out of Florida, of course, because it's Florida, and where does everything else come out of?
Hey, I accept as a valid statement.
There's a reason that they have something. So anyway, but this story, this dude broke into someone's house in Florida, fell through the skylight, and like landed on a kitchen knife, and he sued the homeowner because there was a knife on the kitchen counter.
I do remember
Wait,
hearing something like that when it comes
how
to
did-
California as well.
Or
How
maybe
did
it was
it-
California.
How did he not die? Because he landed on
Oh,
the
he did-
kitchen knife and it didn't go through his.
Yeah, but it's not like it was the kitchen knife was standing straight up, like waiting for him to fall on it. Like,
You imagine if it was like somebody was like, "Can I balance this kitchen knife on the tip?"
on the handle,
And then
yeah,
he
that
just
would've
left
been-
it like that overnight, and somebody fell on it, and be like, "Oh, dude, what are the odds?"
I mean, poetic as hell. Like, you deserve it, bro. You want to break in the house. But anyway, yeah, I couldn't believe that crap. Like, and the dude won. He won a lawsuit for his medical bills
Yeah.
because he fell through their skylight and cut himself on a kitchen knife. Like, dude,
Not down here
Yeah.
in Texas, you won't.
no, absolutely not. Like, you get shot and killed, the homeowner's not at fault. If you
Well, see,
broke
that's
in.
the thing. If they live,
right.
you can get sued.
Right.
Most
If
of the
they
people
live,
down here.
don't live. The
I
guns
mean,
are
I'm
big
not.
enough.
I'm not saying they shoot to kill or anything like that because that would be against the law. But you know,
It's
it
not
happens.
in self-defense in your own house.
Only if you're
not.
not trying to kill them. Like if your like mindset is to try to murder somebody ahead of time, you're not. That's not gonna work out too well for you. It's like a gray area. It's not.
Isn't it pretty
Fantastic,
meditated,
yeah.
but good luck proving that. Like, they knew.
Well, if
oh,
you specify it in like a rant on a YouTube video or something, and be like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna kill somebody who breaks into my house," then
then they can, yeah. that's
Yeah.
True. But
Well,
like,
I've been trained that way. 9 years in the military, so can't help it.
right.
right, imminent threat means you're shooting to kill. Like, that's just part of.
You're not shooting to wound because a wounded individual can still pull you to the ground and choke you out.
And I'm very careful with that because I got family who have keys to my house, and somebody
Right.
sneaking around in my backyard or something like that, I don't immediately assume it's a
It's
a
bad
robber
thing.
because I have cameras everywhere, so I can just flip on a switch and see what's out there.
Yep.
But I do know there's people out there who live alone, and if somebody's sneaking around in their yard, it's not somebody they know, and they're kind of safe to do it. But I've heard the horror stories of like somebody's son coming back from college early.
Right,
and then,
and
you know,
surprising their parents.
right,
and
not-
getting
In the
shot.
face or something.
Yeah,
Yep,
so you gotta be careful.
100%. agree.
I am out of mana again, pulling like crazy people.
Well, I mean, I have skin-like nature. I'm not gonna waste it.
You give that as a reason, but it still doesn't mean it takes all my mana.
How your
Dude,
buffs
I would
doing?
I'm fine on buffs. I have rabies again though.
You know what? You're lucky I have mana.
What's up, Burger Pimp? How you doing, man? Love the name.
Bert, Brad.
He kind of reminds me of the guy in Popeyes. I'll gladly pay you today for something tomorrow, or whatever his saying was. You want to know if P99 green is like a fresh blue or something? It is.
Yeah.
And teal as well.
Fresh,
Teal.
hot pile of blue. Yes. it
What
is.
up, Burger Pimp?
So I need just asking for a quarter pound with cheese, no tomato, with onion. A little bit of lettuce, not like a whole leaf.
You know what they call that in Amsterdam?
A Royale with cheese.
The Royale with cheese.
You guys are dorks. Get on.
Good old
It-
Pulp Fiction.
It is a
man.
fresh blue server base.
Did you see his last movie that he came out with? The Quentin Tarantino, the reimagining of. Oh man, what was the story?
Was it the Hollywood one?
The Hollywood one, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
It wasn't quite as weird as some of his other ones. I think he said he was only going to do how many movies before he stops and never does another one?
I think it was he was down to like two or
Almost
three. I
two or
thought.
three more, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping
he's
that's not
gone.
one of the last ones because it wasn't like one of his best.
It was a stinker. Let's just be real. It
Eh,
wasn't
like
good.
I actually thought it was still like watchable and interesting enough that I probably
I
never go
don't-
back and watch it again. But I did enjoy my first playthrough of it.
So I was like Pulp Fiction all the way. He's never gonna make a better movie. But then he made Inglorious Bastards, and like, oh man,
Kill Bill I thought was pretty good too, although very very weird.
Amazing.
I love Inglorious Bastards though. For me, is like still his best movie.
Dude,
by-
Grindhouse
thought you-
Grindhouse reminds me of the old days with the drive-in movie theater, so I love that one.
yeah.
If you've never seen Four Rooms, you gotta watch that movie. It is. I still think it's one of his best movies.
Yeah, I had never even heard of it.
The main character in it is freaking hilarious.
It was a super early Tarantino movie, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Let me see when it came out.
I just like that he's pretty much the only person I know that's still in Hollywood that does something different.
Right.
It may be good, it may be
Yeah.
bad, but at least he tries something that isn't just, oh, here, by the way, here's another sequel. Although I think all of his movies are supposed to take place in the same world somehow,
don't.
but they're still very much different from one another. And like with Kill Bill, he actually went from like having like anime scenes to
Right.
having like black and white to having like all these different styles of movies to kind of show you that it doesn't always have to be
The
standard.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the rest of my
So
notes?
the movie had Madonna in it. Had
That's usually not a good sign.
Antonio Banderas. It had
Wow. What a cast.
I know, right?
Tarantino, Selma Hayek.
So then it was definitely an early '90s movie.
It's a
Yes,
95.
And Selma Hayek. Yeah, that's definitely their era for sure.
Wait,
Once
what?
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's the latest one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, usually if you tell me Madonna's in a movie, it's something for me not to watch.
She's only in the movie for like literally less than a few minutes. It's at the very end of the movie too.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say
That's-
she's a
yeah.
bad actress or anything. I'm just trying to say she's horrible.
Yeah, a horrible person. You mean?
No, horrible actress.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
jeez.
she is a horrible actress.
Jeez, Cypher.
I mean, I don't know her personally. I have no idea she's a horrible person.
His statement, but yes, actually, yeah, definitely check out the movie. The some of the best parts are with Antonio Banderas and his kids, or who play his kids in the movie. And then the end scene is just classic.
I do like him as an actor. What was that
I like
one?
it too.
Bandito,
The 13th Warrior.
13th
Yeah,
Warrior. That was. I was just watching that one the other day.
really good. But yeah,
Black Magic's.
the ending is very Hitchcock. That's the best way I can explain it.
Cypher.
Huh?
The Black Magics.
Did you see the Bandito though when he was
My magic's on healing user.
like a assassin musician,
Which one?
Madarachi
Yeah.
guy or whatever?
Yeah, what was that one
Oh,
called?
yeah.
Bandito, I think.
Huh?
Bandito, right? Wasn't it?
I think
I
maybe
think
it was
so, I think
Bandito.
you're right.
Yeah. When he carried the guitar case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was good.
And then of course you had Banditas.
And of course
With,
that had
Salma Hayek
that had Salma Hayek and him in it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Then he did
I'd
one
say
with Sylvester Stallone where he's assassin again.
he did. I remember that
I
one.
can't remember what that one was called off the top of my head.
I,
think-
I am completely tapped of mana.
I think
I can't-
Banderas was like the the first of the Jason Statham kind of action stars that do other things.
Yeah, because
You
he
know?
has done a lot of cartoons and kid movies, and
Yeah. So like, I think he was the first of that kind of multi-role, like not just a pure action guy that we see, that we've talked a lot about of that's all we see today. There's no real pure action stars left.
right.
Hey, AC, can I get a so when you can?
Yeah, we have to zone out.
All right.
I mean, we can do that if you want, but I mean, we're not really moving, so.
And it's not a big deal.
I mean, the only person who's really moving is our bard. We're just sitting back getting mana.
And soaking XPs,
Yep.
earning XPs. You're not soaking it. You're earning it because I'm making you heal.
Heal lots.
That's your job, cleric. Do your job.
Have you guys seen
I
any?
mean, I'm rolling a 1 second chain over here. Solo chain.
of light healing?
Desperado. Desperado was the name of that movie.
Desperado was the name of it. Yeah.
Desperado.
Oh,
What did I call it earlier? Despacito?
Did you
Yeah.
just
Bro,
combine
it's that
like?
song.
Did you just combine the Eagles with
Yes, I did. I
Justin
did
Bieber?
That. No, what? What
Wait.
about Justin Bieber?
The Despacito song. He does the remix of that. I don't know who the Fonzie.
I don't know
does
about
that.
Yeah, you want the original one, Despacito, dude.
Yeah.
Despacito. I don't know how to speak Spanish, so I don't know what they're saying.
Dude, if you actually read the lyrics of that song, it is filthy.
Is it?
Oh,
I've
it
seen
is.
a lot of translations, and every translation is different, so I don't know what the actual lyrics are.
It's absolutely filthy. Like,
It
they
sounds
could
like
sing-
such a pure song, though, right? It doesn't-
But
Oh, somebody doesn't have nature skin anymore.
that somebody's not me. I still have it.
Oh, well, you're being healed like you don't have nature skin anymore.
I still have it, so he should still have it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get it, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, like they would not be able to sing that song in English. Even given a lot of the crap that's on the radio nowadays, they would not be able to sing it.
I don't think it would sound nearly as good in English, to be honest. Like the rhythm and the music
Yeah.
just
No,
fits.
it's
with the-
100% like written for that. But like if it was to be released with English lyrics, yeah, it would be like.
I mean, have you heard the rap
radio.
songs these days? They talk about hoes and
It-
guns, and
It's worse, AC.
it can't be much worse than like doing hoes and murdering hookers and shooting blow. Like all of that is in a rap song in the first like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. All I hear is Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
I don't even know what that
Gucci gang,
means, but
Gucci
I'll
gang,
go with it.
Gucci gang. Isn't that the whole song? So, Gucci gang?
I'm lost. What just
I
happened?
mean, I listen to country, so I'm way far away from what you guys are.
I listen to a menagerie of music sites.
What was it that?
I'm playing
hey,
Christmas
Steve,
music for
dude.
the last like month now.
What,
Holly Jolly Christmas over here. You guys are talking about Gucci's.
what,
I said Gucci, not Gucci.
whoa!
I said Gucci's too. You took it down into the dusty balls, man.
You did take it down to the dusty
We've
balls
already
level.
been in the dusty balls, sir. The dusty balls have
they're
been
not-
dusted.
They're not dusty no more.
No, they're still dusted.
Oh. Hey, I'm sorry, man.
Oh my god.
Someone get ZK a drink of water. That boy's thirsty.
Look at that. I got you all the way back to full health
You
finally.
need to let him spend some time with your bard, my friend.
Hey, she's not cheap, bro. This bronze armor costs a lot to keep up.
What zone are we in? We are in Befallen right now. And we actually haven't seen the Shadow Knight spawn in here the whole time we've been here, which is
We have not.
pretty strange. Usually he's a little bit more common.
You are correct. Sir.
Not that we really need him for anything, but it's just kind of occurred to me that he has not popped once.
Yeah, we've got a couple of keys on us at least, but. Interesting. Why did you? I didn't train you. I haven't even seen you.
Someone say that you trained them?
Just sent me a tell. It said, I saw you run by with a bunch of mobs and then I died. Why did you train me? I'm like, I've killed every mob that I've pulled, but
Your answer should have been because you're ugly.
Did you say that I'm a bard? I did AoE. You
'Cause
died
you're
from
a-
anything that we pulled?
because you're
It's
from
because you
patrol.
pulled off of us or something?
Green and
From
slow.
patrol. From patrol, you're green and slow. Green and slow.
I was just singing that in my head.
It's catchy, dude.
It is. I don't know how I write some of these songs, but
Well, I
dude,
mean,
it's a
aren't
good
you a
one
trained,
usually.
you a trained poet?
I am a trained poet. Yes,
I mean, that has something to do with it.
that might have a little bit.
You
Yeah.
should get Madonna to sing it for you.
Well, come on now.
She could
I
sing
want.
it
If I'm gonna do. I want
wearing her chainmail
to-
bikini.
Yeah, she'd look really good in that at her age.
She'd be playing Dusty Balls at that point.
What was that song she sang? Is it-
Like a virgin.
yeah. it
In
was-
the
that's
80s? You're talking about all the way back
Yeah.
when she first started?
it. Has she made any new music? If she has, I haven't heard.
Yeah,
it.
she came out with some like in the 90s and then people like threw up in their mouths.
I mean, why did what she needs to do
Feels like
is
the
get
very
on
first
the what's her name? Cyndi Lauper, right? Cyndi Lauper.
I mean, that is a person.
And that's a
You
person.
didn't give us any hints on like who you're referring to,
Right.
so I have no idea if that's what the one you're looking for.
Yeah. Is it?
It could
Yeah,
be Meryl
Cyndi Lauper.
Bainbridge. I mean, who you
Yeah,
go
it-
with?
Either because just stop the singing, just stop it, and it just
Cyndi
you're not
Lauper's still
happy
singing.
with all that cash you made.
Cyndi Lauper's still singing.
Yeah, haven't she
She's
seen the
still doing
commercials and all of it, dude?
No, she does commercials.
What she's
She's
doing?
doing-
She's in Bones as a actress.
I mean, I've never
haven't
seen her in anything.
sing in a long time though.
I just
What's up,
crashed.
Level Up Larry, man? How you doing?
What's
Hey,
up,
sir.
Level?
Level up
What's up,
Larry. That's
Level?
on 50, man.
Hey, Grats.
Oh, did he hit
Grats,
50
man.
today?
No, it was a few days ago, but
Grats, man.
He's got that monk rolling now.
yeah, it does.
I crashed, so
All right, sir.
We're just gonna keep getting XP without you.
no worries.
Or with you. I mean, you're still in the group.
Until
You don't even have a LD tag above your head, so you're getting experience still.
Dusty balls, hanging low, hanging low.
Could be worse. I could be listening to Boy George
Oh my god.
or the Wedding Singer, right? You
I
really
was
want to
about
hurt me?
say, dude.
Oh, the wedding singer.
Uh-oh.
Whatever that part where
It's
he
the
gets
only
to-
song that
where
guy
he
knew.
ends the song and he's like, just keep on singing, and
Do
then he
you
starts
really
all
want to
over again.
hurt me?
We lost Dusty Balls.
Did you really wanna hurt me?
So yeah, it could absolutely be worse. We could be singing Boy George to you.
Just like that. There you
yeah,
go. I am a bard.
I
though.
should probably sit down since I'm the only healer other than AC who may be sitting down.
I only sit down when I don't have full mana. I don't have anything to spend it on at the moment.
He's kind of slow.
You can help me with the heals. What are you talking about?
That's your job.
I mean, I fight the mobs, and then by the time they're dead, he's out of the room.
That's kind of how it works. I'm trying to keep the XP moving. It's going.
It is moving,
It is moving, dude. Like,
but dude, you know what? It is still slow for how fast the zone normally is. For
It is slow, and I wonder if it. I'm wondering. I'm not.
It's because there's a troll in the group, man. That's all I'm saying. They didn't get that
I'm
guy
thinking-
out of there.
I'm thinking it's the bard tax, bro.
I think it is. I think it's the bard tax.
It's the hybrid tax. As much as I hate to admit it, because I didn't think it was really a thing. But I mean, it's slow for me, but I expect that. 'cause I'm the
Hey,
bard.
Swish, thank you so much for the cheers, man. How you doing?
Do you really wanna kill me?
Hearing Cypher's velvety voice would be a treat this Sunday night.
Ooh,
What?
Oh.
What's happening Sunday night?
You got a fan, bro.
Yeah, sing your little troll song.
Let's get some.
I'm a front patrol, green and slow. No, I'm good.
Oh, you're about to die.
I can-
I'm healing now. Might be a little too
All I
late.
want is magic power. to heal this guy before he dies.
I would like some magic power. That'd be great.
Reinvite Dusty.
You have a lot of mobs and you have a lot of hit points, making this heal not do anything to you, sir.
I'm back in the game.
All right, heal me. I invited
Yep,
you.
I am.
heals.
I am.
Laying those heals.
I'm a dead boy.
1-1-1, go. 2-2-2.
There we go. Please don't invite me.
Let's get that chain going.
I am
Alright,
almost
Gio.
out of mana here.
1-1-1 out. Skip 1-1-1.
3 seconds until slow.
Tash in.
Let me get that torpor on you, bud. Come on.
Mallow.
A collision of sound. Slowed. Alright, chain. Heal whenever needed.
You guys have been raiding too damn much.
It's a guy asking what the F, dude.
What the F about what?
I don't know.
He's
Did you just take all his mobs or?
There's a guy in the zone in the group. What?
He's in,
in
the.
And this is the room.
I see nobody else in the room but us.
Furion?
He said level 30. He's the level 33 who's been camping at the entrance.
Where are you going? You got mobs.
Where are you going? You have all those mobs on you, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
killing
dude.
them. I'm
You
killing
got
the
all
mob
those
that's,
mobs on you.
that's running, dude.
Yeah, but you have like 3 other mobs that aren't
It's
running.
What did that guy want? What did I do? I didn't do anything.
He's a bard hater.
I mean,
You know,
did you step on
a-
his dusty balls?
I might have kicked him in the dusty balls by accident, but that's because he grabbed my
You know, by.
bronze armor.
Where are you?
Nice.
Is it Stamp?
No, it's not Trap Stamp. It's
What just hit me? Oh.
this Necro, this Gnome Crow.
Datham says he wants to encore Cypher.
What?
He wants to hear you sing in the shower.
Oh my god.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
No, thank
The
you.
acoustics, baby.
there's actually been somebody that's talked to us while in the shower.
That is absolutely true,
recently.
yeah.
Yes.
And why they're on the
What?
toilet and a few other things.
Yep.
How can they do that while in the shower? Phones are.
Well, phones are
Oh,
waterproof.
Hey, you know, technology.
He just can't be without us, I guess. It's weird.
I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, I like to take you guys in the shower with me too, but that's only when we're all together in person.
What's funny is he'll say, I'm gonna
all
take a
lathered
shower,"
up.
And he's taking the shower literally while he's talking.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna take a shower, and it's like, all right, we'll talk to you in a
Hey,
bit.
go shout to my pop.
There we go.
Pop.
And then he talks to us while
Oh,
he's
hey,
taking a
he's
shower.
got a thingy out.
But
Alright.
you would think he'd get electrocuted because it's in the water, but
Cell phones have like
they're
earpods
waterproof
are,
now.
are waterproof.
Or
Yeah,
water
Not all-
resistant.
not
Not
all of them.
but a lot of them.
you can get earbuds that are water resistant, like, but it's just weird, bro. Go take your shower.
It's a montage.
Who needs a key? And there's a chip bone rod. I can locate corpse, so I don't need it.
Oh, the bard, watch him whip, then watch him play.
Watch me play. Now watch me play.
Watch
Yeah.
him whip. Watch him play.
Do the sneaky leg.
All this thing. So he wants to say. You know what? That for some reason, doing that voice reminded me of what's her name?
Level up, I am level 9 on the Shaman right now. I'm level 38, almost 39 on the Necromancer. But it's getting harder and harder to find groups with him, man. Nobody wants to group with the Necromancer. They all want you to go solo.
You can solo your way to 50.
I can, but it's
He doesn't
super
want
boring.
to. Yeah, like that's the point. Like he wants to group. I just gotta catch up on my rogue, and then we'll just form groups or where we go.
I need to catch up on my pally.
I need to catch up on my cleric. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, get you a Mana Stone, some Rubicite.
I could use
Dude,
I could use magics.
dude.
don't
I
mind.
got your magics for you. Right in the kisser.
I mean, I hear the Mana Stone's pretty good for a cleric once you get to a certain
Dude,
point.
Once you get complete heal, it's broken on a cleric.
Dude,
Like
that's
it's
just-
Yep.
Game over once I get complete heal.
you gotta camp that mana stone though, Cypher.
My.
Dentham says Mana Stone for a monk.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude, you can finally get some of that mana in yourself.
Yeah.
Tap yourself down, then hit Mend. There you go.
Actually, it wouldn't be that
know
bad
what
if you were
could do
working
is
on
you
binds.
could, yeah, you could play tricks like, oh my god, I just got like 50 mobs on me. Your health goes down, you're faint. Oh, I saved myself from 1%.
What, like if you're playing tricks on the group?
Who are you playing tricks on yourself?
No, you're like,
Is that so you don't have to pull anymore? You just be like, oh, guys, I can't pull
guys.
anymore. I can't do
Gotta
it.
have fun sometimes. It's got men loaded. He's ready to go.
I mean, the monk is a pretty fun class by itself.
Yeah, you can just go play with a monk and have a good time. You don't gotta.
I mean, he can
go.
be he can be a beast lord in his mind.
You can go play with the monk and have a good time, or you could just be a monk and have a good time. But playing with the
What?
monk,
What's a beast lord?
I mean, he could be role playing a beast lord.
What's a beast lord? This is 1999, man.
He identifies as a beast lord.
Yeah, he identifies as a beast lord. Yeah,
Anthem.
it's like a Shadow Knight identifying paladin
Don't
on
assume-
a PvP server and hitting you with his hands that instantly kills you, or at least it tries to, because harm touch is broken.
Dantham says that's like the quit hitting yourself thing, but grabbing your own wrist. Is it really bullying at that point if you're doing it to yourself?
Don't assume my class.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god.
Okay, boomer.
Level 9 rogue looking for a group. I may be a shaman. I may be born a shaman, but I identify as a rogue.
How much DPS do you do? Because we don't want you if you can't do 7 DPS.
We're seeing, so you better hold up to what you're about to say.
Oh man, I should have brought my rogue over.
Oh, dude, you should have brought your rogue over.
I do love having some backstabs in the group.
Yeah,
You've
it's
been
not
like
that high yet.
you've been like wanting a on that rogue forever. Right level.
I know. I don't know why I didn't think of it.
Because your rogue pissed you off.
Yeah, probably.
Just say it.
Yeah, if he's not wearing the right equipment, kick that road.
Invite the rogue, then kick him if he doesn't have a PSD or 2 serrated bone jerks.
I got better. Just saying.
I mean, they're doing that to a few different classes out there. I think it comes down to people not wanting somebody to join their group because they're trying to save the spot, and that's like the only thing they can come up with is he's not geared enough.
If your armor score is not,
Oh my gosh, that ruined World of Warcraft gear
Yeah.
score. If your gear score is not 1023, you can't join this pickup group. Oh my god. It's 100%. Yep. Gear score tells me exactly how good at the game you.
I never
Yeah.
had that issue, but I get that. I hear that before.
It's dumb, dude.
I mean, if you were skilled at the game, though, you wouldn't be doing a pickup group.
Well, you do.
Not true.
Not true, because a lot of guilds will.
For dailies,
if
for like dungeon dailies, real quick in WoW.
Yeah.
Like,
They
Like-
sell raid, or not raid, but they sell guild runs, and then I don't know how it works exactly. I just know they sell a bunch of guild runs.
I would
Or
just
not guild
assume
runs,
that
but-
if you're good at the game, you've made friends and you got a set of group of people that you can run those
but
with.
if you're good at the game, it doesn't mean you're cool and people want to hang with you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
wow.
I mean,
Not you in
People-
particular, AC, but some others in this group, maybe.
See, our
Wow.
issue.
Wow.
people in
Some
WoW,
healers
they
in
do.
this group. Yeah, I see how it is. Like,
I never. Don't assume your class. I didn't assume it.
I don't assume my class. I have assumed the class.
or your skill level. Did a lot of
My
pugs
ability.
in Final Fantasy 14 and cutting edge content.
People in WoW, they do raid or pugs to find new members of their guild and stuff. So
Yeah, I had mixed results back on live when the game first came out with pickup groups. Some of them were really good, some of them really bad. You can make some really good friends out of them. Since being back over here on Green, I would have to say about 98% of the pickup groups I've been in have been absolutely dreadful.
Yep.
Kind of put me off ever wanting to be a pickup group ever again. So maybe I've just gotten spoiled having these guys to group with for so long that, it's nice because nobody gets too butthurt about anything. You don't have like ridiculous, people getting really angry because they want all the loot for themselves and nobody sharing with them.
It happens on occasion.
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while, but, nothing too severe, thankfully.
No, yeah. Oh, God. What did I do? Could use the magics. Could use the magic.
I mean, there was one guy that I grouped with. He wanted all the fine steel for himself or he would leave, and he was the cleric. So, like, people just gave it to him because we needed a healer at the time. But as soon as we found a replacement, we kicked him.
Like, what the hell, dude? Like,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
if you want all the fine steel to yourself, play a rogue. I mean,
Right? Just steal it.
you can't steal weapons. I wish you could, but.
Now that I'm
Well, you can play a
online-
warrior and disarm, and then just pick him up.
I mean, I can disarm as a rogue too, but they give a message, "Arg!" every time, so someone's like clicking on the ground, gonna pick it up.
Especially once you get into those groups with the fine steel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody wants
next,
it all
next
in.
pool, I should level.
Me too.
Oh, look at you guys getting the XPs.
I've had nothing but pugs on teal, and it's been fine. Just sucks when the healer has to leave. Hard to find a new.
Yeah. I'm fine. I actually don't. I find I'm not having a hard time finding healers. I'm having a hard time finding tanks.
Tanks are definitely hard to find.
Yep.
Or just finding a group in general these days is something I can't really.
It's because everyone's stuck in the high 20s, mid 30s, or lower 30s probably.
That seems to be the bottleneck is people getting out of 30. I'm noticing that too. Like there's a lot of people that I've grouped with on my rogue that are just we re-leveled up together basically, and they're like stuck 27, 28, like close to 30.
That's where Nonal's at.
Yeah, but Nonal also took like 2 weeks off.
More than that. It's like a
Yeah.
month
No,
now.
it took more than
I'm
that.
still
for sure.
I'm still level 15 for what it's worth on my raid.
I mean, I got
Yeah,
to
I'm still
35
16.
and I stopped thinking everybody was going to catch up. And as soon as I stopped, everybody quit.
I know.
Well, I got busy with work. That was my issue.
I quit because I went away. Wim away. Wim
Oh,
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biddy
Work-
Mage
work.
says, tanks for sure. Been having issues with my Necro, having to do it with another Necro. That could be fun, though. That was our idea when we first started on the server, is that everybody was going to make a Necro. We were going to have like 5 or 6 of them. Didn't
Dot stacking
quite
is
work out that
insane.
way. No, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not, but I mean, 5 or 6 Necro pets, and then everybody doing like 1 dot, and then just life tapping the thing down, it'd be dead.
Murder. Yeah.
I think the max we were able to actually get together was like 3 Necros, and we had a couple Druids, and smattering of other classes. Pretty much, my guy is soloed quite a bit on bards. I've been killing bards almost the entire time.
There we go, level 8.
That's
took
man.
off.
Great.
I'm gonna gate and then get bedded.
Why don't you just wait till 9 when you get spells?
Cause I got my spells on me.
Then fair enough. Go get
He's a
meditate.
good player. He doesn't not buy his next level spell.
Hey, shut up,
What?
mage. No one's talking to you.
What about next level spells?
You take your 5 head, sit in the corner, and cast magics. That's all you
Hey,
need.
don't be jealous of this dome.
This got a 6 head.
From
What are you talking
Dome.
about?
the dome.
Welcome to the Thunder Dome.
Thunderdome. Welcome to the Magician Dome. Watch me whip and watch me play.
I've been doing high keep, not bad, but the trains have been an issue.
High keep is amazing.
I've yet to go to high keep.
Good money.
See, everybody was there though.
Yeah, it's packed for sure. Like it's the place to level 40 to, which is really funny, but it is.
I was trying to do Soul B, but I can't do it yet. And maybe once I hit 39 or maybe 44, I'll have a chance of doing Soul B.
Yeah, you can do it at your level.
Solo? 38?
Not solo,
Yeah, no.
not solo, no. But I know like a couple of the necros in the guild have like like exclusively in
Oh,
Sophie
I
for like
did.
40.
Oh, did you
So
ding as
you-
well, Cypher?
No, I did.
Oh.
In Percy.
No.
Oh, congrats, man.
I'm level 7 now.
Congrats, man.
Hey, dude,
Yeah.
you leveled quick.
Dantham got to 38. Nice. You're the exact same level I am, but then I had to go to the reserve drills in its final week, so I'm slowing up.
Dude, this
Hey,
is
that's
the
the-
best emote for a gnome.
That's the same thing. That's the thing about this game, though, is it's not a marathon. I
Well, it
it's
is
not
a
sprint.
marathon,
I mean, it shouldn't be, but it's like you can put the game away, come back, and enjoy it. Like if you're not
Yeah,
trying to do the whole race up.
Are you pooping?
That's why I'm not in no hurry.
Hey, guys,
Mama.
heads up, my spell, my skin like nature is now gone. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to slow pools a bit, but I
That's-
didn't on this one. So sorry.
That's why I'm not in no hurry to level to 50 because it's all about the grind, you know, and the enjoyment of the.
Well, once you get to 35, all the stuff unlocks for you. So if there's anything that you really wanted to get your hands on, like the Mana Stone or the Runeside Breastplate, you know, even J Boots at 25, and
But I'm a ranger, man. I can't do that.
I mean, there's usually a group there, especially when it comes to the Mana Stone.
It's 100% a group there, and there's a safe spot at every one of those camps.
And if you can't kill it, you can just wait until somebody else kills it for you. Which may sound cheap and a horrible thing to do, but it's their rules, so...
That's against the rules.
Now,
They-
as long as you help take the mob out,
You help.
Yeah.
Yep, you don't have to be in the group. You can sit there.
and by help, they never really specified what that means. So that means you could cast a buff on the person trying to take it out, then feign death, and you're good to go, because you helped.
Yep.
You could also give them moral encouragement, you know, and tell them you're doing a great job. You got beautiful looking
or
hair, and
non-verbal encouragement. You could just sit there and send them good thoughts.
right,
You're
right,
helping.
and you are helping them. So,
Just give them a back rub, you know, walk up behind them.
How was your day, honey?
How was your day? How goes your camp with this Mana Stone for me? Thank you.
Level 1 heal. Yep, that's what I plan to do.
And if you don't want to get in the fight, so you won't get aggro if they die, you can just give them a buff beforehand, and then like sit behind the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
is
a
that-
bunch
is
of,
it-
it's a bunch of crap rules, but hey, it is what it is.
I was gonna say, like, is that really the kosher way to do things?
You know, there's people doing it.
11 necromancer LFG, guys.
There's absolutely people doing it.
Level 11's a little too high.
Is it?
Yeah, if we're going to the second floor, maybe. I mean, we're all like level 9 max, so
It's only 3 levels.
take a lot of
These
experience away from us.
mobs are like starting to green and some are blue now.
Most of them are
so-
green to me, yeah. So level 11 wouldn't you get nothing?
Yeah, we should probably move down.
Well, see, that's the thing. We went down, and they go from being green to like red.
Yeah, so
Or maybe we need to find a different camp, like fighters or
Let's-
dervs. And,
Let's go to the orcs outside of West Commons at the orc camp there. Not the dervs, but the actual orc camp. Because we can get some belts. That's what I did on green on my rangers. I went
I mean,
there.
if you want to check it when you're running back, but I'm pretty sure it's camped.
usually
Yeah.
is.
I'll check.
I mean, this XP is. I'm not upset.
No, I'm getting good XP. I mean, it's
I've
it's
been-
coming along.
I've
I'm
been
almost
saying
level
it's
10
the
right
same
now.
Percentage for the last good amount of time, it seems like.
Yeah, but the Fallen will be more camped than the orc camp will, and we can still get some
Nah,
belts.
There's
Be
only 16
surprised.
people here.
Yeah, we own the
usually-
entire top floor right now, so.
Yeah, and there's usually a high level killing the orcs there. To be honest.
Just run by and look, I guess.
I mean, I'm level 9, and the mobs that we were pulling in from that little area were yellow to me. So if we were all level 9, we might be able to take
could do
on
it.
3 or
Yeah,
4
yeah.
mobs at once and still be fine.
Once I
Not
hit
like-
level 8, it'd probably be a little bit better because I get my new pet. And
Yeah.
New spells.
So you level 8 and ZK at level 9 with his new heals.
I'll be
Yeah, I
9
think
in a little
right
bit.
now these greens are. I mean, I've seen movement in my experience far. It just feels like very little.
Shit, my XP bar is moving just great.
Yeah, mine's not moving great, but it's moving.
Been
I've
at
gotten about-
25% for probably the last 10-15 minutes.
Nah, it can't be. Because
No,
I've
you
gotten 2.5 bubbles since being here.
No, you haven't, Frumpy Troll.
I mean, I have.
No, I'm not.
He's got proof.
No, I'm talking about Cypher over there being a
What?
grumpy.
Green and slow.
Green is slow.
Filled with blue.
Filled with blow.
Whoa. Hey, now. Hey,
He is a gnome. Look at that nose, man.
that's never been proven, troll.
Look at that nose. You know he's doing some blow.
I'm going over to my corner. You can't see it. Don't see it. You can't see my stuff, mustache.
Shoot, man, he can't use a little. He's got to use a toilet paper roll to get his sugar.
Hey guys, you doing good? Okay, you doing all right? I'm doing fine.
He uses a hollowed out something.
Tree trunk.
Tree trunk to get his booger sugar. Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm stuck. I'm good.
That not be dirt they're digging in. Where did they find a nice vein of blow?
They found a nice vein of coca right there, huh?
It's just like a natural formation somehow. Maybe
The gnomes are
Ooh,
mining.
I'm feeling it now. Ooh.
why do you think they always talk really fast with a high pitched voice?
Oh yeah, there we go.
And they're so short, because after decades and generations of use,
It stunted their
stunted.
growth.
I
I didn't
do
know
not
that.
know what you're talking about.
And they all look really, really old because
I
it
didn't know what
ages them.
Oh, that's true. It does. It does
the
take its
meth.
toll. Take
It's
its
the
toll.
meth. That's what does it to us.
It does take its toll.
I think we stumbled in on the secret here.
No, gnomes are responsible for the use of crack cocaine.
It happens.
So nonchalant.
Especially for the gnomes.
It's just a gnome thing,
What do you expect?
You think Skoom is strong? What?
Some of the smartest people do drugs, so gnomes like to tinker and be engineers.
I do notice that most of the doctors tend to smoke. Yeah, like they know the side effects, they can see it firsthand, and they have like the actual X-rays of what it does to you. Yet they still go out there and smoke. So you're right.
We got a necromancer pop right outside the room
Why don't we pull it?
because I'm a.
Ow.
Oh my gosh, we got two of those necromancers.
Dude, he just took like 40% off of you.
I
One
know.
hit.
Oh god, I was pulling too, and oh my god.
You said,
we're fine,
why
we're
don't
fine.
you pull it? You said, no, it's gonna be fine.
All
Alright,
Mr.
don't-
I pulled it. It wasn't fine.
All
Alright,
right, Mr. Burger Sugar.
The orc camp is open, by the way.
Which one? Orc one?
No, that's East Common Lands. This is West Common Lands. It's much higher than East Common Lands.
Yeah, aren't the Legionnaires like level 15 or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
we couldn't
but-
handle those.
Mm-mm.
You could swarm them, huh?
Harmony.
Yeah,
I got
12 hours
Harmony.
later.
I got Harmony.
Yeah, but what would be the point of harmoning them? That would be a mob that we wouldn't be able to kill. And
The
sooner or later, they would
SpongeBob
all be
meme.
Legos.
12 hours later, still. Ooh, you were casting an AOE on us? Ooh, what the hell cast on us like that?
He did.
It's our mage.
Our mage did.
Oh, that was 5 head. That's right. Thunderdome. It's gotta be your last name, Jusex. Jusex Thunderdome.
What we need to do is have Dusty Balls sit on top of Five Head Shoulder.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Great balls of dust.
Create the perfect image for you guys. Late night.
This video is not COPPA approved for children.
Well, I mean, YouTube itself is not COPPA approved. Like, you gotta be over
is
the age of
correct.
13 to use it.
Yes, that is correct. But
How-
is
how,
that our fault?
It is
So-
now.
However,
It
there
is
is a
our fault
YouTube. There is a YouTube Kids app, so
Are we moving over to whatever?
I mean, it doesn't sound like that's a viable thing for
We
us
could-
if they're gonna be level 15. Might as well just stay here. We're getting experience here. It's just slow.
You know what we should do?
Oh no.
I might sneak over here like I have a secret to tell you, but
If you're gonna tell me
go
blow,
over to
already
Lake
know.
Wraith where that bandit camp is.
No.
if we can find a port, maybe, but that's really, really far
no.
away to go.
We got
Yeah.
a bard. What are you talking about?
Got a
Bro.
bard like 12 hours later.
12 hours later. Yeah, cello. My cello's is slower than so right now.
Not if you have a drum.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
It's
when
because he doesn't have
lower
a good
level.
drum yet.
It's well, we have so. We have so. What are you talking about? We have it.
Go ahead. You start running.
Yeah, we'll meet you there when we get a
All right,
port.
I'll meet you there. Well, I don't have so at the moment. I'm just saying, you know, I have to have my my resident troll.
Do you want
Taking
to,
you the way off the
don't you
track,
want to get
though.
your stash before you leave? Because you know somebody else might take it while you're gone.
No one knows.
Did you
Nobody
put it in the
knows.
vase or the vase?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I don't remember.
I will leave it to the halls of Takish His and the Azure Marble villas that are going on around here to hide my stash. It's not in this dresser. It's not in this dresser.
The halls of Takashi's. Wow, he breaks out the Sandel reference. I like it, dude.
Dude, I'm just saying.
That's pretty good EQ lore right there.
The halls of Tekahis.
Takashi's. He pulls out the Sandel reference.
Yep.
Look at you, man.
The
Wow.
the ancient temple from the Edelar Forest.
The Edelar Forest. It's below Northern Row. Yep.
Yep. It used to be. It is what was Rome.
What was Row was. Yep.
I don't think
Saying-
I've known that or done that before. What expansion was that in?
What are you talking about? It's the original lore of the fall.
Oh,
It's-
okay. Well,
yeah,
I never
it's
read
the
that.
original lore.
It
you,
is.
You,
So
you actually got
what's
to
funny
explore.
is
You actually got to
those-
explore Takashi's in Lost Dungeons of Norak.
it's told to us by the Teradal, but it was actually a Kodiadal temple.
It was a Coedidal temple. It was a high elf
Yeah.
temple. Yep.
Yep, it wasn't a dark elf temple. It was a high elf temple. Or is that wood elf? I can't. It's
No.
an elf temple.
So Fairdal is what elves?
What are you trying to say? We're all the same.
Kodiadal is the high elves then.
Kodiadal is the high elves. Yep.
Tuffy Nuffy.
Tuffy Nuffy. What up, Dwarven lady? Like your handlebars.
You guys after the key? No, not really. We just haven't seen any.
We got one. I'm just a fluffy dwarf.
You know what? I'm gonna be a nice person here and say, hey, bam.
What did you say? I'm pulling mobs. I can't tell.
He said, "Bam, extra spice."
Extra spicy.
Mr. Emerald over here.
Did
Did you say meow at him?
Yeah, he did.
No, I didn't say meow. I said meow.
This is his version of how you doing.
How you do?
How you doing?
You want to come in the corner and do some crack with you?
I like my ladies bearded.
Yeah. Hey, yep.
Although she's not bearded.
That's
I like
true.
I like my women tall. Is what
So you're a big fan of that plague rat then, huh? Look at
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's, hit,
Look
it's
at
hitting
this.
on you.
She's
It's
a
hitting
sexy
on you.
lady. I mean, I really shouldn't even be hitting this plague rat. It should love me. I'm from Prodoxilus. Prodoxilus protects me in his plague. Mm. Oh, actually, what's really cool about this place is that the whole reason that there's necromancers in this zone because they're studying the undead, the ancient undead here.
Such as Gynok Moltor.
Mm-hmm.
And yep.
So what you're really trying to say is we're killing a whole bunch of scientists.
No. Yes, we are killing a whole bunch of dark elf scientists.
You call it magic. In our world, they are both one and the same. Movie quote.
Sorcerer Apprentice?
No, is it? No, it's whatchamacallit, it's a Marvel movie, right?
Oh, Doctor
Yeah.
Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Nope. Thor.
What? Is it?
Yep. because he's talking
Dang
about Asgard, where it's called magic
Oh
on it,
yeah.
but on and science. There's science and magic, but on Asgard, they're one and the same.
You ever
Yeah,
notice
that
how Asgard is just a floating island? It's not even like a planet.
I'm gonna go ahead and take off, guys. I'm falling asleep here.
I hope you feel better,
Alright.
dude. You
Alright,
sound
man.
like you got a little cold or something. So I hope you feel better. Or you did too much. Well, one of the two.
Yeah,
Go with
that's
the
Cypher
cold.
right
Good
there.
night, ZK.
What?
Nice ZK.
Good night, buddy.
Take it easy,
Right, sir.
guys.
What'd I do?
Too much blow.
Hey, now.
Well, there's never enough for a gnome.
Too many cookies.
So we have the candy guy, and now we have the.
Too many cookies.
Okay.
What's that song? Too much looking for the cookie.
I did it all for the cookie.
I did it all for the cookie.
It's
Too
actually.
much nookie for the cookie.
He's like, what was that song?
too much nookie for the cookie.
It's from that Limp Biscuit dude,
Yeah.
or his
Fred.
biscuit limp.
His biscuit went limp. That's right. Poor guy.
He kind of disappeared too, right? He had his little
Yeah.
5 minutes of
Yeah.
fame, and then he went Vanilla Ice on everybody.
He has his own TV show.
He does have his own.
That's
TV show.
Vanilla Ice, dude.
What?
Vanilla Ice has his own TV show.
Yeah,
know,
he
he kinda
remodels
did the whole
houses,
I've
bro.
been on multiple TV shows.
Vanilla Ice remodels houses like that.
Yep.
Well, he
I
pays
can't
people to
even-
remodel houses. I think he shows up and is like, "I'm here doing stuff," and then he leaves.
He's like, "Hey, let me borrow your hammer to shoot a scene.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna go have some cookies." And then Necro Neophyte.
I mean, I will give it to him. Those houses look beautiful when they're done.
They do, dude.
I wouldn't
They
pay
do
the
do
money
a
he's
good job.
charging, but
Well, it's all a market in the area, right?
I think the Mexicans he has working for him do a really good job.
Wow.
You see him every so often on camera. I'm not even kidding. Like, you'll see him in the background, and I'm like, wow, he has like 15 of them, putting down the floor right now.
Yeah, dude. He goes to Home Depot every Saturday morning. He's like, "All right, we're shooting an episode."
I'm not saying they're illegal. I'm just saying, like, he has a group of
What? I never said anything about illegal.
outside Home Depot. They tend to have that stereotype.
Jeez, that's racist. I'm just kidding.
I'm from Texas, so they get picked up all the time over outside Home Depot.
No, dude. Literally,
They
that's how
get picked up?
that's how the
Occasionally,
tile
yeah.
floor in my house got done. Is I went to Home Depot and I'm like, "Hey, I've got tile, I've got supplies. Who wants to work today?"
Yeah, I don't begrudge anybody who's looking for a job, man. You want to come over,
Not
you
at
want to work
all.
for a living, by all
Uh-huh,
means.
Agreed. Look at our mage over here doing some deeps. Could use a heal.
Hey, you know what? You get a heal when I say you get a heal. I say you get a heal now. I think wait until I get a little bit more mana.
And then you get another one.
And then you get another one, yeah. I might wait until I have 2 heals available.
But he might wait until
Right.
you're dead.
You might wait till I'm
He's
dead.
done that in the past.
Yeah, he has a few times. Hi, lady.
What? No,
No, I haven't died today.
that's my answer. No,
I haven't died today.
You've died
you died
twice.
today. It's not my fault.
You're the cleric. It's absolutely your fault.
Hey, you know what?
Even when it's not your fault, it's your fault.
Hey
Cyber.
now,
Yeah, because you're the cleric.
you're a rock star.
You gotta take responsibility,
Hey.
man.
Something for the parade.
Did you learn anything from watching all those videos of me on my cleric? It's always your
Always your fault. Yeah.
Yep.
Poor
Especially
Chili
when
Dog.
you pull them on top of me and I get attacked constantly and I can't stand to get that mana.
fault.
Poor
Then you got to stand up and be like, just I wasn't sitting in the right spot. I should have, known that you were pulling it around the corner, and
See,
I apologize.
As
Just
a
gotta be
cleric,
like, hey, you know,
As a necro, I make love to your dead body. So
whoa. It's kind of what you're into, I guess. But yikes.
you know what? Hey.
what are you, the puns? Hey,
He's Fonzie now.
how you doing?
Dude, the emotes are so much fun on the gnome for some reason.
Dude, I'm loving the AoE damage coming. Yeah.
Totally forgot I had the spell.
Casting a little burning hand here almost. Going-
Dusty balls know all about that burning.
Yeah, burning dust.
Hey guys, I'm in my last 20% of the levels.
Oh, snappity pappity. Let's go
Dude,
downstairs.
I'm already like a bubble and a half in it.
By the way, I want to sell a Keelanut for 500 platinums.
That's possible.
I will bring it down to 800 platinums if you give me a Dynamagok. Just saying.
That's prostitution.
Hey, I didn't say I wasn't a worker. I work. I do work. Okay, I do work.
$20 is $20, bro.
Yo.
Sometimes that price you have to pay to earn that is not worth the $20.
Unless you're really
Just
hungry.
saying. Unless you're thirsty.
Hey, you're starving out there. You do pretty much anything.
I haven't had cookies in like an hour.
You mean like 5 minutes?
Kind of
Dude, I binge watched the boys
Look at
at
this
work the
note
last
over
2 days.
here. This little gnome.
The first season, right? Because the second one's not out yet.
You binge
Yes.
watched what?
The boys.
Okay.
Dude, that show is so good. I don't know why it
It's-
took me so long to watch
It's
it.
okay.
You got to get past the first few episodes before it really starts to kind of open it into
I'm
its
not a
own.
fan. I'm not a fan of a lot of it, and I don't know.
It's such a good like twist turn on the superhero thing.
But shows them in like what they would be if they were human.
Mhm.
I do
Yeah,
agree
rather
with
than
that,
like just
but,
being
like,
perfect in every way.
it's like, you know what? To me, they're trying way too hard to draw on like the political climate of things.
Well, you gotta not look at that. Like, you just gotta look at the fact that, I don't know, the superheroes are a bunch of dirtbags.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, but every show tries to do that. Wanna, I don't know. I don't know.
You watched all of it, didn't you?
Yes.
I didn't see any political stuff in there. Then I wasn't really looking
Not
for it.
political, like not political specifically, but like, I'm. If I say something, I'm gonna sound insensitive, and I don't want because I am sensitive. But to this point specifically, because of good reason. But like, I hate any TV show that tries to dramatize and like draw to like.
You talking about with what happened to the female in that one?
Yeah, like the rape culture. Like, why do we even have to bring attention to it in fiction? You know what I mean?
It's the
Like,
in thing right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why make it even a thing, though? It bothers me. But
It's in everything. But thankfully, it's a small thing, and they get over it pretty quickly, and then go on with the rest of the actual story.
Pretty
yeah, they do. But it comes back when like that girl. Well, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Spoil anything.
I'm confused about what y'all are talking about.
much. Yeah.
The
I don't
Boys.
know if I'm gonna watch it.
It's a good show. Don't get me wrong. I like the whole twist on the superheroes. That superheroes are a bunch of dickheads because I kind of think that's how they would be.
Of course they would be, man. Absolute power? Come on.
Yeah, and I like.
Power corrupts absolutely.
But what I do like about it is how it, like anything that can potentially be seen as gain, there's going to be some kind of corporation behind it.
There
And how
is
they-
nowadays. It didn't used to be that way. It used to be like the government would control everything in the old movies. Now it's the corporations control everything. I think people's mindset is kind of changing a bit.
Kind of shifting, yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
see-
what keeps going.
You guys want to try to go downstairs? I just hit 9.
Could try it.
What I do? What did I do?
I'm not saying I can pull like I've been pulling up here, but these mobs are most.
Hey, as long as we take our time.
Yeah, let's try to slip downstairs and see
Come
what
on,
we get.
come on.
Yeah, a lot more like Total Recall. Not Total Recall.
Did you watch? Speaking of another one that I found super interesting was The Runaways.
I have not watched that one. Is that on
I haven't
Prime
watched
or?
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus, I think.
So many freaking services that you gotta pay for.
I know, dude.
It's The Runaways is like it's kind of like a somewhat of a teenage drama, but there's a really cool story behind it, and I loved it. I thought it was cool. I binged that one like one
Are
night.
we gonna
when it
move
came to-
together on this time instead of?
I think he's gonna pull up to here, right? Like this should be a good spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up to here. That way, if we got a GTFO, we can GTFO. You know.
And how much mana does everybody have, just to make sure?
Is gonna be the first one to the door.
Well, no, they only won with the key now since you gave it away, Mister Sweep People Off Their Feet.
What? No, I got a key.
Hey, me? Oh, okay.
I looted the key.
Meow.
Oh, did you give her a key?
He
I
did.
gave her a key. Yeah.
I got the key off the Shadow Knight that dropped earlier.
He's like, "Hey, baby, here's the key to my heart and that door."
And then she left.
And then she ran off like, "Later, dude."
Wait a minute. Why am I the only one in this room right now?
You're
What are you
not?
talking about?
There's like
Look
3 other
behind
people
you.
with you.
Where are you
Ah.
going?
Ah, I just saw a monk run.
Yeah,
I
where
don't-
are you
I was
going
trying
since there's no key in your inventory?
There are no merbs, guys.
I went to the other room. Oh, you guys are on the back wall. Okay.
Pull the first floor then.
There are no mobs down here.
Yeah, just
Oh,
pull
that's
the other mobs that we already had
Yeah,
before.
pull the first floor to here.
Yeah, the mummies are still red. I don't want to take that chance and die.
If it's only one,
this
I'd say
is-
let's try it. But it's up to
I
you.
don't-
This is my macro for whenever people die.
King
What
Goblin
I do? What I
shrugged at
do?
you.
Shabla-doo.
Shabla-doo.
Actually, I am now changing it to Shabla-doo.
Crunchberry.
Crunchberry?
Wasn't that was his thing? He shot out little cereal balls or whatever.
Captain Crunchberry. I'm super excited for the first season of the Lord of the Rings TV show on Prime.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I know.
That'd be
I
good.
know.
Are they getting anybody from like the original movies, or is it all going to be new cast?
I think it's all new cast.
All
I
new
could
cast.
be wrong though.
It'd be cool if they had like 1 or 2 crossovers, just kind of give it a little bit of,
Yeah.
you know.
They
But the
probably
cool thing-
will.
I'm sure they will, but the cool thing is the I think like part of the director team that did Game of Thrones is doing the show for. They left HBO and they're doing the show for Amazon.
Oh
for
no,
the
man.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings with dongs everywhere? I don't know about this.
Lord of the Dongs. That's
I think they already have a porno
I
with
think
that
that's an
name.
actual movie already.
Yeah.
Chris was like, me and the wife watched that the other day.
Because they did the same thing to Stargate Universe. They brought over all like the actors and the writers from the
Yes.
Battlestar
Well, not the
Galactica.
actors. Oh, from Battlestar, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So it
thought
was
you were gonna say
Battlestar
it, yeah.
Universe is what I always called it because it wasn't Stargate at that point. It was like they just
No,
used
it
the exact same script that they've been using the entire time.
I was actually really happy that they didn't keep the same actors from the Stargate movie and the TV show for the most part.
You know, I mean, Kurt Russell obviously wouldn't have done it. Yeah, he's never really
Right.
done TV before like that. And the other guy, he
right.
probably wouldn't have done it either. So
Like
David Spade, I think is his
didn't-
name.
I didn't like the guy, like the movie Daniel Jackson.
I only saw
didn't-
one mummy run by.
I didn't like the guy. Is that a train?
mhm.
No, I only saw one mummy run by.
We'll try the Mummy if it comes back.
Oh no, she's up here fighting it. Top.
Oh, okay.
They did bring back Kowalski. Like, he
They
was
did,
the
yeah.
original guy from the movie.
But he wasn't a. He was a big role, but he wasn't like a
Nah, his was a bit role. I mean, you can be honest. It was a side
Yeah.
character.
side character. Yeah.
And they probably would have brought back, you know, Kurt Russell and Daniel Jackson had they actually wanted to do the TV show. But
They're not
At-
TV actors. Though. They're
yeah,
movie
what they're a different generation because at that time, those actors never did TV and movies. They stayed with movies. That's where the big bucks were.
Uh-huh.
Now you see a lot more crossovers between the two, and they're like, you can make a lot more money off of TV shows than you can movies these days.
epics you can, like Game of Thrones and like those big shows. You can absolutely make more money.
Yeah, or the guys from like Friends, they were making $1 million per episode, compared to you know one movie that a huge like A-lister might make, you know, $20 to $50 million off of. You know, they're making the same thing
Right.
off of one season.
Right. And the last few seasons of Game of Thrones, the amount of money. My God.
Especially that Starbucks endorsement that they had on the coffee cup they left on the table. You guys think that was by accident, but you know that was
What
actually.
about the water? What about the water bottles? Like all over the place,
Oh, I never even saw the water bottles. Is that a thing?
dude. It's a thing. There were water bottles like under the Iron Throne and like all kinds of.
They need to fire that guy. That guy is
like-
horrible.
It's like, how much money do you spend to produce this? But you're gonna like, you got to get rid of that stuff in post. It's easy to get rid of that.
You used to have one person's job is to look at, like, they take a picture, and then when they started shooting again, they look at the two pictures, make sure nothing's been moved, and nothing out of frame.
Right.
How hard is it for that one guy to be like, "Oh, there's water bottles on set. We need to move those."
It's like, hey, the unburnt. Can you move your water bottle? Your Aquafina's in the way.
Right. A little bit like Mel Brooks' Men in Tights, where the guy's wearing his like Nike shoes on set and be like,
On set, yeah.
"You can't wear those, guy."
Do you think that was?
Oh, he did it on purpose in that movie, but I think that was like making fun of the fact that sometimes actors get caught with things they're not supposed to have on.
Saying. Like, do you think that though that was actually like pre-written in the script, or maybe it happened and they're like, you know what, that's funny, let's write that in. A lot of Mel Brooks stuff is very like sketch comedy, like very improv.
Yeah, it could have been either way. I think it's probably happened in the past, which is why it was left in, because it's something they've already seen before. Because most of the time they're filmed from like the waist up, or even higher. You know, you don't even see their shoes.
Specifically focused down on it. Yeah, that's true. That was such a stupid movie. It was great.
What, Men in Tights?
Yeah.
That's a Mel Brooks movie, dude. You know it was gonna be stupid, but that's like the charm it has.
Great. Yeah, that was the point. Like, that's what I love about it.
I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Just stand up.
Stand up.
Blazing Saddles is probably one of my favorites.
Blazing Saddles is good.
Just making fun of the whole freaking Western genre.
I'm still a fan of the Spaceballs because that's like the first. That's the first movie I remember paying to go see.
Pizza the Hut
Pizza the Hut.
made me not want to eat pizza for like a year.
I need to make that. I need to make that vehicle. The Winnebago or the E12. I think is the actual name.
Oh my god, that thing was amazing.
The Winnebago. The dude from the dude from Honey I Shrunk the Kids as the
Evil Swartz,
evil Swartz.
Darth Vader, or whatever his name was.
There is
Darth Helmet. I think it was Darth Helmet.
Darth Helmet. Yeah. There's 2 Necro Acolytes at the bottom of the
Eagle
stairs.
5.
Also had was it John Candy, the guy from Uncle Buck?
Yep.
Yeah, he was in there.
Yeah, really good actor. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I think same guy.
Pop.
Yep. He also did. He did a lot of stuff, but he was in.
It was John Candy.
John Candy. There you go.
Yeah.
Remind me of my older brother so much from Uncle Buck. When I saw that movie, I was like, that's him spot on.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The one that has the farm?
No, the one that passed away. It's my oldest brother.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Because I didn't see him a lot when I was a kid. Like he had his own place, and he would come over for like the holidays, and seeing like he looked like the mirror image
Of Uncle Buck?
Yeah, and like it's just kind of that whole like mentality of like who he was, kind of the unknown, but still family.
He was
So
from
there was
Canada.
There was a train that just went by, so we may have to pick that up on the way back.
Cool.
It was just a zombie and a mummy. I think we might be able to handle it.
I think so. I'll save up my mana.
Stripes? Oh yeah, he was in Stripes, wasn't he? That was a really good movie.
I'm gonna go see if that person's killing him.
Uncle Buck, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Home Alone. Although I would have to say, other than Uncle Buck, Plane Trains would be my all-time favorite movie with him in it.
Home Alone. I liked
I'd
him in
have to
Home Alone.
watch it again. It was a weird movie. I thought.
Who was
back
he in
when I
Home
was a
Alone?
kid.
He was he was in
Oh,
the
the polka band, yeah.
yeah.
He was the Polka King.
Was it? There's somebody that said there was a story about him being the devil, because that is right before they meet up. She's like, I would sell my soul to the devil, and he pops in with the polka band.
Okay.
One of those film theories, you know, that people were.
I could kind of get it. Yeah, I kind of know.
I mean, what would be worse, listening to polka for 14 hours in a van on the way home?
Down by the river.
Yeah, you know, it's not the most pleasant environment.
Was that?
I thought you had them all.
I got a healing coming to you.
You're good. I'm good. I was just.
I got manas.
What up, Clappy?
Cool Runnings, you're right. That is another great movie. Because some people say, you know, you can't believe Jamaica.
Cool
We got a
Runnings.
bobsled team.
The team. Yep.
We got a
You gotta-
Wanderers.
20 Bard.
Number
I
two,
gotta hear
Senka.
the. I gotta hear the accent there though, AC.
Oh, dude, I can't. No, I can't do a Jamaican accent. I would just be horrible at even trying.
This is a lot of Muppets, my friend.
I didn't pull them all. Some got
That's the
trained on
last.
us.
That's the last.
I'm healing him now.
By the
Well,
way,
bitch.
I never noticed this. So the Spaceballs Winnebago
Winnebago.
was the Chieftain 33, but I never noticed that
It's the
the
last
license
kill.
said, "I love your anus."
That's why it's the
Never
Winnebago,
noticed that
bro.
before.
We got this. You're all worried and stuff.
I got my level out of that too.
I had my dots rolling that whole time. I kited that one in here.
Dude, that was a lot of good XP right
That
there.
was a lot of good XP.
Yeah, it was.
Used my entire bar of mana, but you know, it worked out.
Yeah,
I think I might make that in one of the games, that, like make that in
What, the Winnebago? I've
yeah,
never heard of.
make it in Scrap Mechanic or Space Engineers or something.
Yeah, I totally forgot Summer Rentals, National Lampoon's Vacation, Splash. You know, National Lampoon's is pretty good. I do like the Christmas Vacation. They've gotten a little ridiculous. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the National Lampoons of late. I think they're on like 800 now.
Yeah.
I was a voice actor in the movie Heavy Metal.
John Candy?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. Was he one of the scientists at the table with
says-
all the politicians?
Sedin, Dan, the desk sergeant, and a robot. These were
In
all
which movie?
4 actors. All the voices.
Oh, the robot that sucks up the chick into the alien ship from
Yeah, I
the
think so,
politician's
yeah.
table. Yeah.
I also like this movie, Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings
That's
was
what we were
amazing.
talking about. Yeah.
His little egg.
Hey man, you say you don't believe Jamaica has a bobsled team.
Hey, Therese, you want to kiss my egg? Nah, man.
No, man. Cool Runnings was good stuff.
Back when they made really good movies.
Good sports, like good sports movies. That's the thing. Like
hmm
feel good sports stories.
Rudy.
There was good ones, and then there's been some stinkers. There hasn't been a good one.
That-
Rookie of the Year was another good one.
Rudy, did you ever see that one?
Rudy
Yep.
was a great one, man. Yeah. Classic underdog story right there. Make the little guy feel like he's got a chance. I pulled some mobs, guys. I apologize.
There's some at the door. Never mind.
Nope, they're on me. How's the mana?
Enough to heal you a
Mana's
little
good.
bit.
Okay.
I got almost a full bar of mana. Just keep them off of me.
If you can blast
Go
these
ahead,
things
pump-
down again.
Pump the mana into me. Yep, hold on. Let me get make sure my song hits all of them here, and then we'll
Yeah, that's what I was gonna wait.
Cypher, he wants you to pump that mana into
bow
him.
bow. Let's do it. Pump your mana into me, little man.
Is that like
That was
the
weird.
Blades of Glory?
Just stand
Let me-
underneath
let me
and
put my
jump up
words
and
into
down like Mario. Hit the coin. Hit the coin.
Eagle 5 was the name of the Winnebago.
Yep, Eagle 5 is the close one.
Winnebago.
That Lone Star and Barf travel in.
Barf.
I mean, it was supposed to be the Millennium Falcon equivalent, right? No.
Yeah.
Kind of is. The Millennium Falcon looks like garbage compared to like all the other ships out there.
But it's badass. It's the only ship to ever make the Kessel Run in
Which makes no sense because it's a measurement of distance, not a measurement of time.
of time. I know.
So somehow he shaved off space.
He did. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you shave it? Like, wouldn't the fastest direction to get there be a straight line? You're saying nobody's ever
No.
bothered to go a straight line?
Because
No,
you
but-
can't.
I'm out of mana.
Because how he did it is he was able to warp through it, and no one's ever been able to do that.
I mean, the Death Star can pretty much go a straight line whenever it wants to. That's going to come back and bite us right there.
What?
That train that went by, we might have to get in this other room.
What was it?
Like 3 skeletons and a mummy?
Okay.
Oh. I'm coming.
Everybody,
You're not my mummy.
you're not my mummy.
Come on, pet, hurry the fuck
You
up.
kiss your mummy with that mouth?
Medding.
I want to go see if she's killing him at the zone. I think she's pulling him to that druid, and that druid's power level. That's exactly what's happening. There's no mobs coming. We're okay.
Pop in the room.
Pop in this room?
Yeah.
Oh, pop
Oh,
in the room
yep.
behind closed doors.
I'm going to med.
Yeah,
Get
we went
tight.
through this one.
I was trying to med.
No, we can move it back then. You guys are safe with that other room. A little bit more open. You don't have to go through as many doors.
Yeah, I like the other room better than this one.
I'll be over there in a minute.
Now you gotta go over there now.
You gotta go.
No.
Move your little gnomish
You
ass.
gotta make me.
Brewster's Million. I almost forgot that he was in that one.
Which one?
Brewster's Million. It's where he gets
Oh yeah.
gets left all that money and he has to spend, a portion of it
Right.
without buying anything. Like that's the trick.
Without
You can't buy
buying
anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a cracked staff on that guy if someone wants me.
Someone
Snag it,
for you,
man.
bro.
Yeah, I think we all have money.
Except for the gnome, but
Yeah, I'm out of money now after buying spells.
Here, come grab this cracked staff.
he's got a sugar necro and take care of him.
10 like
Yeah, sugar necro. Come on.
was it like 10 million in order to inherit $1 billion?
It was something like that. Yeah.
Nowadays it'd be so easy to spend that kind of cash, but back then, that was
without buying anything.
yeah.
Like that's the trick. Without buying anything.
Build me a room I would want to die in.
Ooh.
I never liked any of the rooms that she made, by the way. Just saying, like they didn't look that great.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to die there.
Mm-mm.
Though the room that I would want to die in would be highly offensive, likely. But anyway.
I mean, mine would be filled with a lot of computers and sex toys. No, I'm just kidding. About the computers.
About the computers. What about the computers as?
The last one, I would want to die in it because it was so bad. It was, man. Like, I thought they were going to do something pretty fantastic with it because she had been working on it for whatever amount of months, but...
To be honest, I wouldn't. Some sort of like thing like Westworld wouldn't be a problem for me.
That's not a room, though. That's like a...
No, just make a room. No, the robot room, basement of it. You know?
So you just want, like, a room from, like, The Gamer.
Nah,
The movie, The Gamer.
Oh, where he's sitting on the bed and it's all around him?
Mm-hmm.
Kinda, yeah. There's a big mob.
He red.
Brewster's
hurting you.
Million.
He's yellow to me, so if you want to slow tank him.
He had so many really good movies, too. I can't think of his name now. The comedian from Brewster's Million. Did the movie The Toy.
The main guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
God, what is his name? Why can't I think of it?
I see his face.
Pryor. Richard Pryor. There you go.
Richard Pryor. There you go.
Oh yeah. Dude, have you seen I don't know if he's still alive. Have you
Pryor? I don't think
seen-
he is.
No, not Pryor, but the guy he used to act with. From Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Dude,
did.
he looked like really in bad shape.
The
So
original
guys,
Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What up, dude? He's coming at me?
He pretty much never wanted to be an actor, is I think what he had said.
He'd been in
Why
a
is your
ton of
arm,
movies
like-
then.
AC, you're gonna have to slow tank, the grater.
Okay. Yeah, I got it off of you regardless.
I can handle the large, but if you can handle that,
Yep, he's slowed, but he is still hitting me pretty hard. 24 a tick.
yeah, he's tough. Get your pet on this one, and let's get this little one dead, so I can help out.
You talking about Gene, Cypher?
Gene Wilder. Yeah,
Yeah, Gene Wilder.
He didn't want to be an actor at all?
Nope.
No,
he never wanted to.
that was never his want in life.
Why do you do so
But
many
he was
movies?
a really good actor, and that's why he kind of fell off the thing is because I forget what he had said, but there's still a lot of talks with him
What did he want to
If you
do?
look at someone within the last 10 years, he looked in very poor shape.
Some people do kind of age very quickly when they stop trying to, stay fit. Which, with the movies, I think that's one good thing about him is they
Did
do.
he really look like he ever stayed fit?
I mean, maybe not to the standard of today, where everybody's like muscle bound and everything else, but look at Jerry Lee Lewis. He got sick towards the end of his life,
Oh,
and then he got very, very much unwell.
I don't know that we're gonna handle this, guys. Can you
Why?
slow mine?
This one's
I
almost
am
dead. Give me a second.
I am completely on the
Which one are you on? You on the skeleton?
That's the only mob left. Is the large skeleton.
What am I doing?
He's an even con at level 9.
Can
I am gonna get you a heal as soon as I possibly can, sir.
You don't have any more mana?
He's slowed now, right?
He is slow.
No, I
I'm
ran
healing. I'm
through
healing you
all
now.
my mana.
I'm completely out of mana.
Yeah, these were tough mobs, guys.
What's up, Unedited? How you doing, man?
It's just because we got a red and a yellow. This is yellow to me.
Yeah, but the fact that we're able to handle it.
Where did my HP go? I can back up. Are you? Is that your heals?
Yeah, I'm healing you.
Both of us. We both have the same heal, I think. Light healing. It's next level that that
You get
things
hit.
start changing.
Yeah. Cool.
See,
We
we
did-
got it.
That was pretty
Or,
tough.
well,
fight.
14, not the next level, but
I'm only 2 bubbles away from level 8.
Nice. I'm a bubble into 9 already. I really need to go get spells. What did I get at 9? Look it up. What up, Wiki?
Elemental rhythms. Elemental rhymes.
Rhythms.
Increase AC, MR, FR. Number level 10 is a good one for you.
Anthem to Arms. Yeah. Group haste. I have
And-
my self
And
haste.
attack speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it increases strength at the same time.
I have a lull I need to pick up.
And then level 12, you get your DD.
Bellow or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go.
Mm,
I
let's
need to
see.
go get string. I can go pick up string at 8, which would make my heal a lot better.
Uh-huh.
Deciding what I would be now with what I know, like in life, you mean, as far as like a job? If you could go back and do it again, what would you be?
huh?
Like, if you could go back with what you know now and do it over again, what, would you do the same career?
Ooh, no, absolutely not.
No.
No. If I knew my life as it is, I would have done a lot of things different.
I mean,
Agreed.
can I go back with all the knowledge that I should have that I haven't that
I
I've
know,
forgotten?
If you have all the knowledge,
Because I was
Wait.
smarter when I was a kid. I could remember
You know,
things back then. I can't remember anything these days. So
sometimes it's better not to know.
Pop. We have a pop.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
well,
Like, that's
future.
that's an interesting question. Would I do different for a career, knowing what I know now? I don't
Just
know.
the job itself. I mean, you have that ability. You have the schools
Yeah,
and
well, because my
training and whatnot. Not really schools, but training. That you can make those changes.
I would definitely do things differently. I would not have wasted as much time in school. I would have just paid somebody for the piece of paper illegally and
Right.
just gotten through it.
right.
Because, if you already have that information, you already have the knowledge that the school is going to offer you, there's no real reason to waste your time there.
Yep.
I don't know. It's interesting that you ask it because like I'm to a place where I can actually be pretty comfortable right now, like doing okay. Like I'm not rich by any means, and it's pretty good for life for my kids. So I don't know. I don't know if I do something different.
mean,
I would
the-
invest. I would
real
invest
quick.
into certain companies and make a fortune, and then retire and do nothing
Oh well, if we're talking like that's
with the
an option,
knowledge you
sure.
have.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess.
I mean, who wouldn't do that if you knew that you could make a crap load of money investing in Microsoft before it took off, and then get
Like,
out at the right time?
Amazon, right? Like
Or
I'm gonna
Amazon,
go-
yeah.
I'm gonna go get into online book sales. I'm gonna buy up like 80% of this online book sales company because in 20 years it's gonna be worth billions.
Oh, shit, we got Bruce Lee in the house.
Oh
Yeah.
snap!
You
Looks
know,
more like looks more like Chuck Norris from Enter the Dragon.
He's yellow
Bruce
to
Wayne.
me, so I mean, he could be good in our group of Shibboleth, you know.
Yeah, but
Oh, no,
as far as getting
I
a trade,
know
that
that
sounds
I've-
pretty nice.
I have thought about going into editing, like learning. I mean, I edit my stuff, and it's great and all. It's not great, I feel, compared to if you look at other people's stuff. I have to do a lot of workarounds to make some of the things happen in my videos where I
Well,
think other people don't have to do those workarounds because they have that knowledge.
well, probably they also have tools that you don't have available to you.
And
either.
they're younger, and they
I don't think
Well-
young has anything to do with it when it comes to editing. Maybe for like sports, you could kind of make that claim, but
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, if I mean younger as far as people are learning things younger, they have things like YouTube to fall back on and say, "Ooh, these people are doing these things."
Just
maybe I'll
remember,
go and get into editing.
if you went back into that era, you'd have to go back to the computers that they had at that era. So you'd be using like floppies and
Yeah,
3.5
but, I
and the
mean,
laser disc all over again. And
The question I have about the whole thing is, would how does that system work? Because if you look at computers, if you get a job in computers, you are usually trained by the company you work with to recertify every so often, or update your knowledge on what's new in the program.
some of them will pay you for the certifications, but most of the time you have
Yeah,
to do it
that's what I'm
yourself.
saying. Is
Well,
that something that you get from the
So sometimes, so I mean, I've actually got experience in that, right? Because I've done that for several years. But like, a lot of it has to do
thing?
with your passion for learning the new technologies and keeping up to date with it. Because it's really
Yeah.
easy to just say, okay, I know this really well, and that's where I'm staying. But if you work in an industry like networking or like any kind of computing, if you don't stay up with the times, it's going to get to
Yeah.
a point where you are so far behind
mean,
that you're no longer viable. That makes
If you look at my history, I mean, my programming C++ history is still rooted in Borland C++. that's
Well,
when
but-
when I did C++ last. The last programming language I learned was BASIC, which still used a Borland style C++.
Well, and coding is coding, right? Like, yes,
Yeah.
the language changes. Yes, the syntax is a little different, but for
Yeah.
the most part, if you can code, you can code. Like, that's just
Yeah.
you can figure a new language out. They're not all that different.
I think
Yeah,
the bigger
I mean,
question would be
you
if
can
you
definitely if you understand code, you can read another code and kind of start seeing where they're going,
Right.
and it does make it easier for you to pick it up. That's true.
No, I think the bigger question is if you went back with all the knowledge you have now, how long do you think it would be before you were picked up by the military?
No, it's a good question.
Because they'd start to see little patterns of like, you know what's coming,
Oh,
you're not
Dude,
in.
I would join the military if I would go back, and then when I was overseas and made all that tax-free money, invested in the stock market.
Yeah.
Or just
I,
take out a big loan and then invest in the stock market. And you'll make it back pretty quick if you know what you're doing.
You do your 20 years in active duty.
I would never. I don't know if I would invest in.
Yeah.
I would have to have specific investments that I'd be making, and I would make them
Yeah, Microsoft.
right before I know that they're about to hit that big payday.
I mean, you know ones innately, even if you're not watching the stock market all the time. Like, if you get in on the ground floor of Microsoft, Amazon,
Starbucks.
you know, Starbucks, yeah, like, it's just ones that you would be able to sit back and think about.
Google is a big one.
I don't know if they were open immediately, but yeah, as soon as they popped themselves as a public company, you'd be able to get in there.
yeah,
Hot tub time machine, Flugel or whatever.
Right. Create it yourself, go with the programming.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly, if I was to go back again, because I ended up going computer science, and or not computer science, but more into the
We have one running.
computer
Nah,
tech
he's just
field.
backing it up.
I probably would have stuck with programming.
No, I was actually chasing a runner.
I think the biggest thing I would have done is not play football.
I would agree
Oh,
with
yeah,
you, AC.
that's probably a
100%.
smart
I,
thing.
I want my knees and my back back.
As much fun as it was, and as many memories as I made with guys that I never talked to anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
I can still have those memories because I went back. I just don't have them the next time around. But I'm fine with that if I can have my knees and my back.
One thing I could have not done in my life is go
Slept
check
with
out my
Mary
buddy's
Jo.
moped, and then mess up my legs for the rest of my life. You know.
Wait, how'd you mess up your legs?
Well, so the reason I think I have the problem with my legs that I do is I went over and I checked. It wasn't even a motorcycle; it was a moped, and I was testing it out because I was thinking I might go ahead and grab it. Not grab it, but buy it.
Grab that
And,
moped.
And I had just got done finished testing it, and I was leaning on it. He said, "Just be careful because I just replaced the tail light on it from somebody else tipping it over." And right then, it starts falling over. I turn around, I back into the tailpipe, turn around, and my leg is on the tailpipe the whole time, and I just take off all of the skin. All right.
Oh, yikes.
So I think that because a lot of the reasons that they think I have problems with my legs is because vascular. I think I destroyed
You
my
destroyed
vascular system.
some
Yeah.
veins. Yeah.
Yep. If I would have never gone over to that guy's house and looked at that freaking thing, I wouldn't have any of the problems I have nowadays.
Maybe.
I
I
was,
mean, you never know. That would be one that
Train.
that are,
We got a train coming.
But that's-
I think he's getting power
Oh,
levels.
hey.
I think he's getting power
Hey,
levels.
Yeah.
He's getting power levels. It's okay.
Hey, you're still
No,
running it through
no.
us.
They're still
That's a
we're good.
Thurgist.
Oh,
That's a-
yeah, run it,
okay.
run it.
Yeah, run out.
Yep. Pulling way too many across.
Somebody
us.
open the door. Somebody open the door.
Oh, it's over. We did. Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Fat man down. Fat man down.
That's instant. Oh
I-
my gosh, dude. Ah.
I made it. I told you guys to run.
I thought they were getting power level
No.
like before, but he didn't get very far.
That was a little bit bigger of a train than.
Yeah.
That was too much. That was I fell down the well. I'm gonna bring everything to the top. Is what that was.
I'm gonna get Spirit of Wolf up and we'll get
Yeah.
everybody.
I'm gonna start loading my. You know what? Oh, you know what I keep forgetting, guys. I'm a cleric. I have DA. I keep forgetting it. I had it up too. You know
mean,
what
that-
else? I
that wouldn't have
forgot?
helped
I have
us.
Gate. I have gate. That's a spell that I have.
Yeah, but
I
it would have
could've
taken you all the way
used.
back here.
Well, where are you going?
What? I'm giving you Spirit of Wolf.
Not you. Or Bard. Like,
What do we need the Bard for?
You're right.
So's faster than my cellos right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get a drink while you guys are running back.
I'm in the IT field. I would have went security sooner. There's a lot of money in that, that's for sure.
Security's good. Security's fun. Security's a lot of fun. It's funny working for security for a government agency because when you're looking at web traffic of people and finding some very interesting things, it's funny. But anyway,
I think I would have been a
I'm
psychic
good
if I could
with
go back.
programming logic, but I am not good with like networking logic. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
What do you
More
mean?
software.
networking's easy.
I would have changed my name to Miss Cleo and given myself a Jamaican accent.
Oh my god! Made millions of dollars and then fell off the. Fell
Well,
off
I'd
the
gone to jail.
planet. Well,
I would-
you could have fell off the planet before you did that.
I would have started a TV show, like an animated TV show that predicted the events of the near future.
Okay.
You could have just written a book, like Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
On the 24th hour of the 30th day,
The buildings
That
will
would-
collide.
That
the
would
buildings
have
will
been
collide. Yep.
Nostradamus.
Yeah, we got wrecked right there. That was
Yeah, we did. Still made more experience than I've lost, but
Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't lose my level, did I? I lost my level. Never mind.
I think I'm actually gonna grab my corpse, go train and get spells, and go to bed. to be
yeah,
honest.
it's getting a little late.
Yeah. I lost my job.
Nostra dumbass.
He'll do that to you. I would have bought
I
a
knew
lot of
as soon as
stock
I
in
leveled, I was
the
gonna
Mayan
lose it.
calendar.
You would have bought stock in my calendar. According to the Mayan calendar, we should all be dead, right?
I would have made sure I got a lot of software for the YK2 bug that was going to destroy mankind.
I mean, that didn't destroy. Yeah.
Dude, the hardware companies made out like a freaking bandit in the end of the year 99.
Everybody was
Oh my
paranoid that
God.
their program was just going to take a giant dump at the end.
I don't know why they didn't just try to set their clocks to do the freaking time. You know,
They did, but they only put 2 digits instead of 4, so they couldn't like reset it.
I still have a desktop in my garage that has a Y2K compliant sticker on it. Like,
All
many-
the end of the world stuff that was supposed to happen, none of it.
I need to open up my laptop that I have. I have a laptop that is the same type of laptop that they had in Hackers. And
They had a lot of different laptops and hackers. You talking about the one they were drooling over that they wanted their kids to have,
Yeah.
or wanted to
they
have kids
have-
with?
Yeah,
They
I have
have
that.
a-
I have
a
that laptop.
sticker
I also
that's-
have the I have a version of the laptop that that he ends up getting that isn't see-through. It's a non-see-through.
I
version
mean,
of
you
that.
could have done the hot tub time machine thing and just gone and been in every hit movie.
Yeah,
Then again, if I was the star of that movie, it wouldn't be hit anything.
Lugal. Make Lugal.com. Or Hemoogle.
I was thinking of the other guy, the one that stole all the hit songs.
Oh yeah. I still, although I like Hot Tub Time Machine. I liked Hot Tub Time Machine 2 a little bit better, at least the beginning of it.
Really? I was going to say the
Whenever
exact opposite. I like the first one, the second one, not so much.
second one was doo-doo.
I mean, to each their own, but yeah, it
Well,
wasn't.
somebody over here is rocking some
Rubicide.
freaking
Yeah.
breastplate
Mm-hmm.
and boots.
It's Mango
We know
State.
who's got the money.
Well, they're not selling them, really, so he went over there and camped it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's in SEAL team. There was somebody selling the Mana Stone. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, 100,000?
They wanted
Really?
They wanted 100,000 an FPSS and 2 SSOIs for it.
Oh, I didn't even see
I
the
didn't see
extras.
it.
So that's like 150.
Yep. Which isn't really that bad.
No,
to be
I mean, it might be more than 100. I don't know what the FESS is
I
going
mean,
for,
if
really.
you have 150, maybe.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go get spells and probably call it. I'm tired.
Well, I think everybody got a level or close to it. Some people got 2 or 3 levels, actually, tonight, so
I got 2.
I got
I'm about to
1.
go- I got
What?
2.
I got
but
one and then I lost one.
I'm about to go get my 3rd level right now. I'm gonna go buy some
What level are you now?
7
Oh yeah, get to 8. That's a spell level for you. Yep.
exactly, and I'm 2 bubbles away.
I'm 9, and I don't know what I get at 10. Is it worth even shooting? I think I get Invis at 10. As a bard.
It's worth it.
Oh no, I don't. I get group haste at 10.
Wow, some of these twinks, man.
Oh, I don't get Invis until 19.
All right, we camping it out then, or are we going outside and stuff?
I think we're camping it out.
I'm running to Freeport to get spells and train and whatnots, and then be ready for the next round.
I absolutely hate Twitch's new format. So ugly, so hard to find anything.
So switch over to the Microsoft one. What's it called?
I don't
They
know.
have a platform.
Talk about Mixer.
Yeah.
Trying to find somebody to raid here real quick, guys. Bear with me. Used to be easy. Just go up to the top and hit the little search menu. But now the search menu's gone because that wasn't convenient.
What are you talking about? The dashboard has it right there. I don't know why
I
you're
have,
not seeing it.
I
on
have
your
no
dashboard.
search menu on my dashboard.
It's mine is like right. Yeah, if you look at that picture I sent you, it's right there where you're saying it should be.
Yeah, mine's not. None of the niceties, none of the stuff that I actually like to have is on my dashboard anymore. But anyways, guys, on that note, wishing you a wonderful night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Laters.